Welcome to Tom Lara Field. I'm Drew Midle alongside Brennan Dumesnil-Vickers, and we have Game 3 of this series between the San Francisco Seagulls and Menlo Park Legends. And Brennan, let me just say, the first two games in this series have not disappointed.
Yeah, both series have gone to extra innings. The Seagulls pulled out Game 1 on a walk-off single by Christian Lamoth. That was a 7-6 final in 10, and a bit less fortunate last night, dropping that one 14-11 in 10 innings. Not to mention a ton of tension and drama between both dugouts, so this should be an exciting series finale today.
Yeah, definitely. Geographically, these are the two closest teams to each other, separated only by 10 or so miles. We're in San Bruno right now. Menlo Park plays down in Menlo Park, Atherton area. Last night, as you mentioned, the Legends did end up getting the win in extras, but the Seagulls showed a lot of resiliency. They were down 10-4 and had a 6-run 8th inning to tie the game.
Yeah, Jacob Gilbreth hit the game-tying double down the right field line. He was thrown out at third to end the inning, but the Seagulls definitely showed a ton of resiliency, like you said. It was a great sign and a lot of positives to take from that game, even if they did end up losing.
Definitely. On the mound for San Francisco this evening will be Cameron Boyd. On the season, Boyd has been pretty solid. In 6 appearances, he's gone 9 2/3, rocking a 9.31 ERA. However, he's got 8 strikeouts to go along with that. On the other side, though, for Menlo Park, it'll be their all-star pitcher, Vincent Braga. In 6 appearances this season, he's gone 14 2/3, a 4.30 ERA, 1.30 WHIP, and 21 strikeouts. This season, he has gone against the Seagulls. Just one time, he lasted 2 2/3, gave up only 2 hits, 0 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. A really great performance from him. It's definitely going to be a challenge this evening for the Seagulls.
And for Cameron Boyd, the Seagulls starter, you gotta imagine he won't be very long for this game. He hasn't pitched more than 2 innings in an outing this year. He's appeared in 6 games, 2 starts. This will be start number 3. He last pitched on the 7th of July at Sonoma, so he'll be going on 3 days rest today.
Yeah, and then for the Seagulls batters, leading off things once again will be Davis Gurman. He'll be in center. Jake Brewer will follow things up. He'll be at third tonight. He's been playing short a lot recently. He's moved back to third, which is where he started the season. Tanner Wall will be in right. He'll be batting third. Christian Lamoth, the leader in almost every hitting stat for this Seagulls team, he'll be batting fourth. He'll be at his normal position of first base. Brandon Swanson, the designated hitter, he'll be fifth. Alan Ramirez will be at second base, sixth. Jacob Gilbreth will be in left. And then Marcus Graham will be the catcher. And finally, Emilio Feliciano will be the 9-hole. On the other side, Mason Griffin will be leading off for the Legends. Ryder Kelly, second. Griffin will be in center. Kelly will be at second base. Ryan Duran, the designated hitter, he's been lethal this season. Last night, he did have that little scuffle with Ethan Lopez, so we'll see how things go regarding him. Eric Altmark will be batting fourth at short. Carlos Cruz-Mar at third. Ethan Muser in left. Michael Ikawa at first. Paul Wagner in right. And Ethan Jackson behind the dish. Now we're going to look at some of the highlights from last night's action between the Legends and the Seagulls. We'll be right back after those.
And the pitch. Right side, Kelly. It goes through him into right field. Gurman's going to come around. He's going to score. And the Seagulls have a run. It's 3-1. Why not try to get a new vantage point? See some parts of the field you might have never seen before. Lamoth sends this one into right center field. Hit pretty well. Out there in the gap. It is caught on a great play by Ovalle. But Brewer is going to tag and score. And this is a 1-run game. You got to love the Seagulls staying in this game and fighting. As Wall sends the first pitch on the ground to short. Brewer breaks for third. The throw will go there, and he is out. Hit a grand slam against Menlo Park earlier this year. Here he gets hit, and that'll tie the game. Ovalle rips this one towards the hole. Brewer dives, and it's past him into left field for a base hit. Cruzmar is held at third. Altmark scores. A throw gets away, and now we're going to have 2 runners at third. There are 2 Legends at third base. Lopez is going to throw behind the runner to second. Feliciano picks it out of the dirt, and he's just going to run them both back to third. No, now Brewer has Kruzmar in a rundown between third and home. Ferreira runs at Kruzmar. We're going to have two runners at third again, and Kruzmar is out. All right. Insanity on the base paths, but the Seagulls get an out on the play. A one pitch to Brooks. Ground ball left side. Altmark fields it. He'll throw to first, and it goes by Levitt McGee. Heflin's going to come around to score. To third goes Gurman. Brooks stays at first, and it's 10-5. He grounds this one to first. It's safe. Fair ball down the right field line, and the Seagulls are off to the races. Gurman is in. Brooks is going to score. Wall on his way to third. He's going to be waved in, and it looks like it's been called a dead ball. So I believe that'll send Wall back to third base. Yes, the home plate umpire points back to third, but Christian Lamoth comes up with a two-run double, and would you believe the tying run is coming to the plate? The pitch. Gilbreth towards first, and down the right field line! It's rolling into the corner! Wall has scored, Lamoth is going to score, Swanson's getting waved! He is going to be safe! The throw will go to third, and Gilbreth is out!
Tie ball game.
And it was called a live ball. So it's a tie game 10-10. Oh my goodness. A brand new ball game as we go to the ninth. We've shouted out the consistency from this umpire. That wasn't very consistent. 3-2 now. And he struck him out anyway. The 1-2. Curveball struck him out swinging. Back-to-back Ks on the curve. 2 down.
Some chatter after the play between Lopez and Duran.
Uh-oh.
We've
got some beef. Whoa. Something enraged the Seagulls dugout. We'll see if Moosser swings the bat. He does, and pops it into center. Should be routine for Davis Gurman. He has it, and we will go to the bottom of the ninth, tied at 10. The 0-1. Swing and a high-popped shallow center. Altmark makes the catch, and the Menlo Park Legends survive and win this one 14-11 in 10 innings.
So an exciting game to say the least last night. Jam-packed full of highlights. The first game of the series also jam-packed full of highlights. We'll see what we get tonight. It's a beautiful evening here in San Bruno. Sun shining down. Not much of a breeze, which is a rarity here. And it should be a lovely evening for baseball, Brennan.
Yeah, I was out there during batting practice talking with some of the players, and we were all remarking about how the ball was flying today. A lot of carry on the balls the Seagulls were hitting in batting practice. And by the way, Drew, it wasn't just the two games prior in this series that have been crazy between these two teams. We've seen two other games earlier in this season between the Seagulls and the Legends in which both teams scored more than 10 runs. So these are always close games, they're always exciting games, and they're always very dramatic.
Certainly, Brennan. It goes all the way back to even opening day when the Seagulls traveled down to play the Legends at Menlo Park. And the Seagulls had this big lead going into the bottom of the ninth, but then all of a sudden the Legends worked themselves all the way back and had a chance to win the game. JB Ferreira got the save and got out of it. But yes, you're certainly correct. All season long, these are competitive games.
It's kind of the opposite result of last night with the Legends taking a big lead, the Seagulls battling back but unable to hang on. So really, no matter how big a lead is between these two teams, it's never over.
Definitely, and a lot of credit due to Mark Caviglia. This top of the order that's been rocking for the Seagulls as of late between Gurman, Brewer, Wall, and Lamoth has been really producing. A lot of their runs come in bunches, and it comes with that top of the order.
Not to mention Brandon Swanson in the 5th spot. Took about a week and a half off, but since coming back in 9 games, he's hitting .363. That's 8 for 22 with 4 doubles. So he's been a menace at the plate, and he's rewarded with batting in the 5 spot today. We've also got Jacob Gilbreth batting 7th. Not that much playing time for him this year, but he's rewarded with a start after his huge pinch hit game-tying 3-run double in the 8th inning yesterday. Marcus Graham also sliding in there at the 8th spot. So 1 through 5 exactly the same as yesterday, but some guys getting a chance to play 6 through 9.
What would you say, Brennan, is your key to the game for the Seagulls to come out with this win today?
My key to the game would be clean, solid defense. No mistakes at all. The Seagulls played relatively clean baseball yesterday. There were a few plays that looked like they could have been made. And I would say if they didn't make any mistakes in the field yesterday, they would have come out with the win. And we've seen with this Menlo Park Legends team, if you make a mistake, they will make you pay. They will take advantage. So playing clean defense will be the key to a win today.
Yeah, Brennan, you mentioned the defense. The Seagulls have the most errors in the CCL. They have 73 on the year. That's 16 more than this team with the second most. And so, yes, we've seen it got better as of late, but it'll definitely be a key to the game, especially against a Legends team that hasn't exactly swung the bat super well all year. They do have the 4th lowest average in the entire CCL. They're batting .226 as a team. And so if the Seagulls defense can hold it down and limit the mistakes, it should give their pitcher, Cameron Boyd, and any relief pitchers that come in a lot of help.
And the thing about the Legends, they don't have a high average, but they hit a lot of home runs. They're up there in I believe the top 3 of the CCL in home runs. But the thing is, Tom Lawler, I feel like, can kind of mitigate the batted ball. A lot of their power bats are right-handed, and it's 357 down the left field line here and 447 to center. We've seen 1 home run between both teams in this series. That was Ryder Kelly in Game 1. So, yeah, it should be a pretty even matchup. Should be another really fun game in this series.
When it comes to the long ball, the Seagulls have actually given up the most home runs in the entire CCL. They've given up 29 as a team. Nonetheless, we haven't seen a ton, like you mentioned here at Tom Lawler Field. It's 447 to center, and then there's this 20-foot wall in center field, which is really just the opposing baseball diamond out there. So do the math there. You're going to need a moonshot to hit a home run to center. However, it does add some difficulties for center fielders because they have a ton of space to cover. I was talking to Davis Gurman, center fielder for the Seagulls, and he was telling me it's the hardest center field he's ever played in his entire life because it's just massive. However, right field, that's where we see a lot of the home runs at Tom Lawler Field. It's 302 down the line, and a lot of these lefties can just send it down the line and it will carry.
Yeah, Christian Lamoth, by the way, one of those lefties, was hitting some absolute bombs in BP today. He's got 2 home runs on the year, but it's kind of been a while since he's knocked one out of here. And speaking of home runs, Cameron Boyd, the starter for the Seagulls, has not given one up this year in 9 2/3 innings, so he's going to look to carry or continue some of that into his start today.
Brennan, how do you think the tempers are going to be? We heard some chatter after the game from the Seagulls regarding their displeasure with how some of the Legends players were talking. It goes both ways. It's gone both ways all season. We saw the disagreement last night between Lopez and Duran. In the first game, there was a little bit of an argument as well and some constant warnings from all 3 umpires about some chatter from both dugouts. So do you think that's going to be a factor today, Brennan?
I think it entirely depends on the game situation. We didn't really see that much until the 8th inning when the Seagulls came back. So if it's a close game, I'd expect there to be some back and forth, but maybe less so if one team's got a big lead.
Brennan, if you were to choose one batter for the Seagulls that you would say is the most important player offensively for the Seagulls in this game, who would you go with?
I'm going to go with Brandon Swanson. I mentioned how well he's played over his last 9 games. He hit a couple balls down the left field line that would have been a home run in most other parks in the CCL. We've also talked about the 1 through 4 being really good, but if Brandon Swanson can keep up his hot hitting, that would be huge for the Seagulls.
He hasn't just been swinging the bat well and making great contact. You mentioned the 2 foul balls last night. One of them I thought was a home run off the bat, but also he's been very patient behind the plate. He drew 2 walks last night, which has been a theme I've noticed recently with the Seagulls. They've been a lot more disciplined at the plate, and as a team are drawing a lot more walks.
Yeah, the record is what it is, but I truly think they've played a lot better in all facets of the game in July as opposed to June. They've really started to turn things around, and hopefully they can take the series from the Legends today.
Definitely. We're just a few minutes away from action here at Tom Lawler Field. We're going to pause, and then we'll join back for the national anthem in a few minutes.
third. Batting third and playing right field, number 37, Tanner Wall. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 40, Kristen Lamont. Batting fifth and playing DH, number 39, Brandon Swanson. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 56, Alan Ramirez. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 22, Jacob Gilbreth. Batting eighth and playing catcher, number 32, Marcus Graham. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 7, Emilio Feliciano. And pitching tonight for your Seagulls, number 54, Cameron Boyd. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you that you please rise, move your hats, as we'll have Zena singing the national anthem.
Johnny, no music. No music. No music.
No music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bolts bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So it's a beautiful evening for baseball here at Tom Lawler Field. Once again, I'm Drew Midle alongside Brennan Dumesnil-Vickers. The Seagulls wearing their black uniforms, white pants. The Legends in their forest green with the gray pants. This is the third game of this three-game series. The Seagulls won the first game of the series 7-6 in 10 innings. And then the second game also went to extras. It was a 14-11 Legends win. And it'll be Cameron Boyd on the mound for San Francisco.
This season you will be treated to some exciting giveaways, special team nights, talented collegiate athletes.
Cameron Boyd going to try to work his way through this Legends lineup.
Of the Bay Area has to offer. A man from our players,
As we mentioned, making his 7th appearance overall. It's going to be his 3rd start. 9.31 ERA and 9 2/3 innings, but he has not given up a home run, and that's what the Legends are especially good at, is hitting home runs. So he's going to look to try to continue to keep the ball in the park tonight.
Third most in the entire CCL when it comes to the long ball for Menlo Park, 16 on the year as a team. The Seagulls have given up the most home runs in the entire CCL. They've given up 29. So a thing to watch today, especially with the warmer temperature here, a lot warmer than it normally is here, less wind. You said you were out there for batting practice and the ball was carrying.
The ball was flying today. We'll see if it goes out of the park today. Only one home run in this series, as we mentioned. That was Ryder Kelly in Game 1 for the Legends. Seagulls, this would be a good time for the Seagulls to start hitting home runs again. It's been a while since they knocked one out of the park. This would be a very good night to do so.
So Mason Griffin will lead things off for Menlo Park. This season he's batting .257. Last night he had an RBI, and against the Seagulls on the year he's 7 for 23 with 2 RBIs. The lefty Boyd versus the lefty Griffin. Boyd stares into Graham behind the dish, takes his set, kicks and deals. The first pitch is called ball.
Always interesting to see a lefty batter leading off against a lefty pitcher. Just shows how much confidence they have in Mason Griffin.
The 1-0 sent high into right field. Wall moves under it, camps under it, and makes the play for the first out of this ballgame.
Wall didn't look that comfortable out there staring up into the bright sky, but nice job to stay with it.
The sun is on the first base line facing in towards left field, center field, so Gilbreth might be looking in the sun. Wall, though, amongst the shadows out there, so ball can be hard to spot in the air. Ryder Kelly now for Menlo Park. Also had an RBI last night as well as a double. The pitch. Low inside in the dirt for ball 1.
Kelly, a .220 hitter on the year with a .735 OPS. His home run 2 nights ago was his first of the year.
Boyd sets. The pitch. Sent hard to Brewer at third. Fields it cleanly and throws to Lamoth at first for the second out of this top of the first.
Mentioned Brewer's been playing a lot of short lately, but has moved over to third today where he started the year. That experience showed there. A nice play to stay with that hard hit ground ball. 2
up, 2 down so far for Cameron Boyd, but the third out will be a hard one to get. Ryan Duran, this Legends' best hitter, he's hitting a .368 on the year. And against the Seagulls, he has 4 RBIs and 3 doubles. Boyd kicks and deals. A breaking ball high for ball 1.
And if you thought his .368 average this summer was good, well, this spring at Westcliff University, he hit .441 in 224 plate appearances. This guy is incredibly dangerous.
The 1-0. Check swing, but he went for strike 1.
What's surprising, though, is he doesn't have a home run this year. We talked about it. He was in the middle of some controversy after striking out in the 9th inning. He exchanged words with Ethan Lopez, and the Seagulls in the dugout were absolutely enraged.
Boyd sets the 1-1. A breaking ball's in there for strike 2. Count moves to 1-2. Slight breeze picking up, but nothing we aren't used to. The 1-2. Sent into right field again. Wall moves under it. Should be a clean play for him, and it is. 3 up, 3 down in this top of the first. We move to the bottom of the first. 0-0 still the score. So it'll be all-star on all-star to lead things off. Davis Gurman, an all-star for the Seagulls. Vinny Braga, one of 2 all-stars for the Legends. Braga this season has been stellar for Menlo Park. In 14 2/3 innings, he has a 4.30 ERA. And against the Seagulls specifically, he's lasted 2 2/3 and only given up 2 hits. The pitch, swung on by Gurman, but a miss for strike 1.
89 miles an hour on that first pitch from Braga.
Gurman this year against the Legends is 7 for 19 with an RBI and a double. The 0-1 is down in the dirt, 1-1 now.
Gurman just might be the Seagulls' most talented hitter. Got on base 3 times yesterday.
This season, he is second on the team in slugging percentage. The 1-1 fouled back for strike 2.
Had a single and a double yesterday, and both were hit extremely hard.
Also someone who can draw walks. Last night he drew 1 walk, but he's second on the team in walks on the year. Braga sets, kicks and deals. Swung back and fouled off the mask of the home plate umpire. Gurman battles to stay alive. The 1-2 misses well outside in the dirt. Counts all squared at 2-2.
This might be the loudest backstop in the CCL. Maybe it's just because we're close, but I swear every time a ball hits it, it sounds like a shotgun went off.
Green wood, and when the ball hits against it, like you said, it does make a very loud noise. The 2-2 pitch, fouled back once again for Gurman. He's been known this year to battle in 2-strike counts. He's not someone that easily strikes out.
A really, really nice battle going here. Getting the pitch count up early for Braga.
We'll do 2-2 over again. The pitch sent hard in between second and first into right field, and Gurman's on with a leadoff single.
It's a clinical piece of hitting from Gurman.
Now batting number 29, Jake Brewer.
Jake Brewer up next for San Francisco. Last night he had an RBI, and he's been very consistent as of late as a hitter for the San Francisco team. He's first on the team in OBP. Gurman at first. Braga sets the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Definitely keep an eye on Gurman at first. He's got good speed. Only stolen 3 bases on the summer, but he can run really well.
In the first game of this series, he scored the tying run, running all the way around the base paths and stealing the pitch. Sent back up the middle into center field, and Gurman stays at second, but 2 up and 2 singles for the Seagulls, and Tanner Wall will have 2 on with no outs.
It's exactly what you like to see. Seagulls getting 2-man on with 2 singles, and maybe Braga feels a little bit snake bitten. He's gotten 2 ground balls, but they've found their way through.
Now batting number 37, Tanner Wall.
And we talked about on the pregame this first 4 hitters for San Francisco. Once they get things going, they can be lethal. The pitch, fouled back for strike 1. Tanner Wall last night went 2 for 5 with an RBI. He's got 6 on the year versus the Legends. And he's second on the Seagulls in RBIs.
Loves to hit the ball back up the middle.
Mr. Single. The 0-1 pitch. Swung and sent between short and third into right field. Gurman rounds third, is headed home. The throw will be cut off, and Gurman's in standing at home base for the first run of this ball game. Tanner Wall with another RBI single.
How about 3 straight singles to start the game for the Seagulls?
Really good start for San Francisco. And no better person to continue that great start than Christian Lamoth. First on the team in hits, first on the team in batting average, first on the team in slugging percentage, first on the team in RBIs. He's their best hitter across the board easily. Braga sets the pitch. Swung back and foul for strike 1.
Really aggressive at-bats for the Seagulls after Gurman worked a long one to lead it off. Brewer and Wall both singled on the second pitch, and Lamoth first pitch swinging here.
Last night, Lamoth went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. A double was a part of that. Brewer on second, Wall on first. Seagulls up 1-0, bottom of the first. Still no outs. The CCL All-Star on the mound for the Legends. The 0-1. Fouled back. Lamoth's now behind 0-2. Braga kicks and pitches. Fouled back once again for Lamoth. These Seagulls batters so far in this bottom of the first have been really battling against Braga. They fouled a lot back so far, Brennan.
They're seeing him pretty well, of course. 3 singles put in play. They're seeing the All-Star really well.
An All-Star himself, Lamoth, up to bat. Braga sets. The 0-2. Swung and lifted down the left field line, foul.
Ton of room down the left field line here. That probably wound up in a tree.
Big lead from Brewer at second. Smaller lead from Wall at first. The pitch. Swung and driven hard into right field, but no problem for Wagner. Brewer won't be able to tag and will move back to second. It was hit a little too hard for Brewer to tag, almost on a line, an easy play for Wagner and right.
Brewer kind of strayed a little too far up second base. He had to dive back in. Fortunately, did not get back picked.
And Brandon Swanson to the play in the pregame show. Brennan, you named him as the most important batter in the Seagulls lineup for today's game. The pitch, outside for ball 1.
It'll be huge for Swanson to continue his hot hitting, especially in a situation like this. He was on base 4 times yesterday.
Seagulls up 1-0, bottom of the first. Brewer on second, Wall on first. 1 out. The 1-0 almost hits Swanson for ball 1.
Swanson, usually a dead pull hitter. There's a ton of room on the right side right now.
2-0 count now for Brandon Swanson. Alan Ramirez on deck. The 2-0, high for ball 3. An unexpected start so far for Vinny Braga. He's been stellar all year for the Legends. We'll see if he heats up as his game progresses. The 3-0, called ball 4 outside. And Brandon Swanson's on with a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are juiced for Alan Ramirez.
You know what, Drew, yesterday, that absolutely would have been called a strike.
Yes, yesterday, outside pitches were given strike calls. It was a big topic of discussion last night. Today, though, the zone seems a lot tighter.
It's early, but I like the zone so far today.
Braga sets the pitch. Low for ball 1.
Just check the track, man. That ball 4 on Swanson was indeed called correctly, maybe a couple inches off the outside.
The 1-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Count moves to 1-1. Brewer on third. Wall on second. Swanson on first. Bottom of the first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Seagulls up 1-0. The pitch. Sent foul hard down the first base line.
Ramirez 1 home run this past spring at San Jose State, but in his 23 and 24 season combined, he had 17 home runs. There's a lot of pop in that bat. Braga
sets. Wheels and deals. Outside it gets past Jackson, and Brewer slides into home, and no play made. The ball gets past Braga, who tried to make the tag at home, and Jake Brewer's in to score on a pass ball.
Really nice read from Brewer, especially with how little room there is between the plate and the backstop here at Tom Lara Field. It's going to be close, but the throw was a little bit low and rolled away from Braga. So now it's a 2-run inning.
So now Walls on third and Swanson on second. They both also advanced. And it'll be a 2-2 count for Alan Ramirez. Seagulls on top 2-0 now in this bottom of the first. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Ramirez waves at that one and sits down with a strikeout.
Weezy out of here. Now batting number 22, Jacob Gilbreth.
Jacob Gilbreth will have 2 on in scoring position, but with 2 outs. Last night he had 3 RBIs. He's someone who's had success all year long against the Legends.
Now, all 3 of those RBIs came on one swing that tied the game at 10, a double in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Braga sets. The pitch, fouled back by Gilbreth for strike 1.
We mentioned his success against the Legends. 1 home run on the year for Gilbreth. That was on opening day in Palo Alto against these Legends. He's got a lot of pop. 6 home runs this past spring at Gavilan College in Gilroy.
The 0-1, fouled back once again. 0-2 now to Jacob Gilbreth.
It would be so huge for Gilbreth to come up with a hit here. I know it's the first inning, but we've seen no lead is ever safe between these 2 teams.
Not only that, in this series, Menlo Park has taken a pretty big lead in both of the first 2 games, and the Seagulls were forced to come back. This time they have a 2-0 lead and hoping to extend that in this bottom of the first. The 0-2 pitch, sent and lifted into right center field. Wagner's on it and makes the play to retire the side. Seagulls, though, get 2 in this bottom of the first and have a 2-0 lead as we move to the top of the second. So Cameron Boyd will take the mound once again for this top of the second inning. He went 3 up, 3 down in the first. A nice start for him. Eric Altmark up to bat to lead things off for the Legends. Went 2 for 4 last night and is batting .243 on the year.
Got a pocket of 2 lefties coming up in the second inning, so Boyd will have the handedness advantage.
So far in this series, we've seen quite a bunch of lefties in all the lineups for the Legends. A theme we've noticed so far. Boyd shakes off the first sign from Graham, then sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for strike 1. Boyd's thrown it well so far. The 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Brewer's been creeping in at third. Might have been expecting a bunt, but no chance here on 0-2.
We have seen a hefty amount of bunts in this series between both teams, especially in late game scenarios.
Both managers love the bunt.
Graham shades outside. The 0-2 is in there for strike 3. Boyd catches Altmark looking and has got his first strikeout in this one.
33, Carlos Cruz. Give you a quick reminder, if he does strike out in this inning, it'll be half-off dogs for the rest of this inning.
Carlos Cruz-Mar up with 1 out in this top of the second. He himself has a home run against the Seagulls.
Cruzmar was on base 4 times yesterday.
Boyd sets the pitch. A high breaking ball for ball 1. And Cruzmar's batting .227 on the year, but against the Seagulls, he's been much better than that. 4 for 16 with 3 RBIs. The 1-0 misses outside for ball 2.
Cruzmar out of Harbor High School in Santa Cruz and Monterey Peninsula College.
The 2-0 is inside for ball 3. So Boyd, 3 pitches to the leadoff batter, 3 strikes to strike him out. Against Carlos Cruz-Mar, 3 pitches and 3 balls, polar opposite. The pitch is inside, and Cruz-Mar's on with a 4-pitch walk.
Boyd has walked now 11 batters in 10 2/3 innings this year, so the free passes have been a little bit of an issue for him.
Watch out for Cruz-Mar on the base path. Legends have the 4th most stolen bases in the CCL with 69. The Seagulls have given up the most stolen bases in the CCL. They've given up 85, which is 20 more than the next most team. And Boyd will check back to Lamothe at first, maybe expecting that steal.
Mooser came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the 9th yesterday, and Caleb Garrison got him to fly out.
Once again, lefty on lefty. Boyd sets. The pitch is low outside for ball 1. Yeah, and Mooser had 2 RBIs last night to go along with that double. Big lead from Cruz-Mar at first. Boyd takes a peek. The pitch is outside for ball 2. Boyd's now thrown 6 straight balls.
Mooser hit that triple last night. Interesting thing about his stat line, he's got 2 triples and a home run this summer, but no doubles.
The 2-0. That's a strike. Count moves to 2-1. The 2-1, swung and bouncing to Ramirez at second, fields it cleanly and throws to Lamothe. He couldn't turn 2 as he was moving to his left towards first base, but a nice play to throw to Lamothe and retire Ethan Mooser for the second out of this top of the second.
Really nice play by Ramirez, who hasn't really played a ton of second base this summer. Looks very experienced on that play.
So Aikawa, who's still searching for his first hit of the year against the Seagulls, he'll have an opportunity with a runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs. Legends down 2-0 in the top of the second. Seagulls holding on to this lead. Boyd takes a peek at Cruz-Mar at second, looks back into Graham behind home, sets, kicks, and deals. A breaking ball outside for ball 1.
Aikawa's having a rough summer so far. He's only 4 for 32.
The 1-0. That's right down the middle. Count moves to 1 apiece.
82 miles an hour from Boyd.
The rare righty in this Legends lineup. So lefty on righty. Boyd kicks the pitch. Hits Aikawa in the leg. And so 2 on for Paul Wagner.
That one just got away from Boyd. The first time he's hit a batter this summer.
Wagner has a home run against the Seagulls this year. A home run right here would give the Legends the lead. Seagulls have a 2-0 lead in the top of the second. 2 outs. Cruzmar on second. And time called. Aikawa on first. And Paul Wagner up to bat. Boyd sets. The pitch. A breaking ball low for ball 1.
Wagner also not having the summer he probably envisioned. He's only 4 for 35. Does have that 1 home run against the Seagulls.
No shift from the Seagull defense. The 1-0. Fouled back. Counts 1-1. Two-zero lead for the Seagulls in the top of the second. First time they've had the first lead in this series so far. The Legends have had it in the first 2 games, and the Seagulls have had to come back. The 1-1 pitch, high for ball 2.
That's 25 pitches now for Boyd. Definitely a more laborious second inning than first.
Can't always go 3 up, 3 down, but always something to aim for. Still giving up 0 runs. So the 2-1. That's high again for ball 3. 3-1 now to Paul Wagner.
So after a walk and a hit, batter have put runners on base. Boyd behind in the count once again.
The Legends have still not got a hit against Cameron Boyd so far, but do have 2 on, as you said. The 3-1, that's right down the middle. Count moves to full.
Runners are going to be on the move with this 3-2 pitch.
Two outs, full count. The 3-2, fouled back, and Paul Wagner lives to see another pitch.
A compelling battle between Wagner and Boyd.
Two on for the Legends. The 3-2 pitch. That's right down the middle, down City Park Way to strike out Paul Wagner. And so the Seagulls get out of that inning. The Legends do get 2 on, but they'll keep that 2-0 lead as they go to the bottom of the second. And so to the bottom of the second we go. Seagulls have that 2-0 lead.
Now batting number 32, Marcus Graham.
Marcus Graham will get his first at-bat of this game. Seagulls got busy early in the first. Started things off with 3 singles.
You love when you get to see the 8-hitter leading off the second. That means you had a great first.
Braga sets. The pitch is outside for ball 1.
Seagulls did put up 2 in the bottom of the first, but they also had second and third 1 out after scoring those 2 runs that could not tack on.
The 1-0. That's low for ball 2. 2-0 now to Marcus Graham. The 2-0. A bouncing ball to Braga. He fields it cleanly and tosses to first for the first out.
Nice job by Braga to field his position on that high chopper.
Now batting number 7, Emilio Feliciano.
Feliciano up to bat in the 9-hole. Went 2 for 5 last night. Braga sets, kicks, and deals. Down the middle for strike 1.
Seagulls dugout was singing Feliciano's walk-up song, Rompe by Daddy Yankee, one of the more popular ones on this team.
Gets stuck in my head sometimes. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1 now to Feliciano.
Love to get on for Gurman in the top of the lineup, due up next.
The 1-1 is inside for ball 2. An appeal to the first base umpire, but he did not go.
Legends are giving Feliciano a lot of room up the middle.
The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2.
89 miles an hour from Braga. He's touched 90 today. Definitely one of the harder throwers we've seen in the CCL North.
It's righty on righty. The 2-2 is down the middle, and Feliciano didn't like the call, but he'll sit down looking with a strikeout.
Second strikeout of the day for Braga, the first one looking.
Davis Gurman.
So back to the top of the order for San Francisco. Gurman, who singled to lead off the game and was the first run scored for San Francisco. They have that 2-0 lead. He does now have 2 outs, but he's a dangerous hitter, CCL All-Star, as we mentioned before. The pitch is low for ball 1.
Boyd and Braga have kind of had opposite innings so far. Boyd had a clean first and a long second. Braga a long first and so far a clean second.
The 1-0 swung on and missed from Gurman for strike 1. And yeah, Brennan, we kind of assumed that first inning may have been a fluke for Vinny Braga this year, a CCL All-Star and the best on the mound for the Legends that they could offer. The 1-1, check swing from Gurman, an appeal to the first base umpire. He says Gurman went for strike 2. And so we kind of always thought it might have been a matter of time before Braga started to heat up. And in the second inning, he has. The 1-2, fouled back by Gurman.
I'm surprised how shallow the Legends outfield has played in this at-bat. Gurman has so much pop, but they're not respecting it at all.
Maybe with 2 outs, they're making sure he doesn't get a bloop in the shallow outfield. The 1-2 swung on and fouled back by Gurman to stay alive.
All right, Davis, next time keep that farther away from our camera.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seagulls have a 2-0 lead, bottom of the second. The 1-2 is outside. Count moves to 2 apiece to Davis Gurman.
That was maybe an inch or 2 off the outside, according to our track man. Good call by the home plate umpire.
So far, so good from this home plate umpire. Haven't disagreed with any calls so far.
Definitely the best in this series, by far.
Braga kicks. The pitch is low and outside. Gurman's now worked the count full.
2 really impressive at bats from Gurman.
He's making Vinny Braga work. The 3-2. Swung on and lifted into right field. Wagner moving under it. A rangy play, and he makes the play diving. Or did he? Did the ball come out of his glove? Gurman's still rounding second and into third, but they're saying Paul Wagner made the catch. It was hard to tell from here. Initially, I thought he did catch it, but Gurman continued to round second, acting like Wagner did not catch it. A diving grab in deep right field from Paul Wagner to retire the Seagulls in the bottom of the second. Seagulls still with a 2-0 lead as we head to the top of the third.
Seagulls fans, every great athlete has unique strengths. Every great student does too. That's why we're proud to recognize Charles Armstrong School, a Bay Area leader in educating students with dyslexia and related learning differences. Located in Belmont, Charles Armstrong School helps students unlock their potential through research-based, individualized instruction designed to build confidence, skills, and a lifelong success. At Armstrong, students discover that learning differently is a strength, not a limitation. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, outstanding arts and athletics programs, and a supportive community, students are empowered to thrive both in the classroom and beyond. If you're looking for a school where students are understood, challenged, and celebrated, learn more today at charlesarmstrong.org.
So to the top of the third we go, and it'll be the 9-hole hitter, Ethan Jackson, the catcher, but not your typical 9-hole hitter, at least against the Seagulls. He's 4 for 10 with a home run and 3 RBIs. So won't be an easy out.
Well, this summer only hitting 235, but this spring, Monterey Peninsula College, he hit 320 with 10 home runs. A lot of pop out of the 9 spot.
Boyd sets the pitch. A breaking ball for strike one. Still 2-0, Seagulls on top. Cameron Boyd's been pretty excellent to start this game. The 0-1 in the dirt and bounces into the mask of Graham for ball one. The 1-1 swung on and hard hit ball to Brewer. Nice play at third. Throws to first, and Lamoth makes a clean grab to retire the first legend batter.
Tough hop for Brewer, but a really nice play. He's made 2 strong defensive plays at third base so far in this one. And by the way, this is now the longest outing of Cameron Boyd's summer. 2 1/3 innings so far.
So far, he's looked excellent. Still hasn't surrendered a hit. Hopefully, I didn't just announcer jinx that. I was trying not to say it, but we are in the top of the third still, so it's still early. He's got a 2-0 lead to work with. 1 out, back to the top of the order for Mason Griffin. The pitch, swung on and fouled back for strike one. The 0-1, called strike two. A lovely breaking ball catches the outside edge.
And Boyd definitely got the benefit of the call there, but head 0-2.
Lefty on lefty. Griffin flew out to right his first time up. The 0-2, same spot, that's this time a fastball for ball one.
I was right where Graham was setting up, but he was setting up really far outside.
Boyd sets, kicks, and deals. Tries to go back to that breaking ball, but this time well outside. Count moves to 2 apiece. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted into shallow center. Gurman moves under it, makes the call, and a long run suddenly. That ball may have been blown by the wind, but he makes an excellent grab. I'm not really sure what happened there. It looked like Gurman had the read on it all the way from center field, but the ball actually ended up in more of left field, kind of Jacob Gilbreth's territory. But Gurman had the call and sprinted probably 20 or 30 feet to make a nice grab.
And he's just so good out there. That might be the farthest we've seen a Seagulls outfielder run to make a catch this year. He ended up catching it right in front of Gilbreth in shallow left center field, closer to left than center, truly.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised Jacob Gilbreth didn't make the call on the catch on that. The pitch is called strike 1. Kelly grounded out to third his first time up. He has 2 outs now. The 0-1 swung on and fouled back. Boyd's now 1 strike away from getting out of this top of the third spotless. Seagulls have a 2-0 lead. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Graham set up well outside, and the pitch was well outside as well for ball 1. Boyd sets the 1-2. Hard hit ball gets through the gap between second and first into right. And Ryder Kelly gets the 2-out single and the first hit of the ball game for the Menlo Park Legends.
Only took 2 batters for the announcer's jinx to kick in.
I was hoping you wouldn't mention that.
You know, if Griffin had gotten a hit, I would have blamed you, but I think 2 batters, the statute of limitations is up.
Still an impressive performance so far from Cameron Boyd, arguably his best of the year. Ryan Duran up the pitch. A breaking ball called strike 1.
Curveball looks nasty today for Boyd. That one in at 68 miles an hour.
He is locating it very well, Brennan. Kelly on first, 2 outs. Drawn up the 0-1. Low for ball 1. The 1-1, a breaking ball, well outside. 2-1 now the count. Duran, such a dangerous hitter, as we've mentioned before in this Legends lineup. 2 outs with a runner on, 1 swing of the bat could very well tie this ball game.
Really does feel like Duran is overdue for that first home run of the year, but hopefully he waits until after this game to get it.
The 2-1. Swung back, foul. Counts now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Large shadows casting across right and center and the middle of the diamond. Boyd sets the 2-2. His outside counts now full to Ryan Duran.
That was pitch number 45 for Cameron Boyd on the day.
The 3-2 pitch, fouled back. Duran battles.
Definitely chased ball 4. That one was well up above the zone.
One of those high fastballs from Cameron Boyd, potentially trying to get Ryan Duran to chase. Kelly's still on first. Seagulls have that 2-0 lead, top of the third with 2 outs. The payoff pitch, Kelly goes, and a hard hit ball into right field, but right into the glove of Tanner Wall. An unlucky break for Ryan Duran, and it'll be the third out of this top of the third, and we'll move to the bottom of the third. Seagulls on top, 2-0. So bottom of the third action, Seagulls have that 2-0 lead. Jake Brewer up to bat. He had that single in the first,
Jake Brewer.
but Vinny Braga has really bounced back since that first inning. Seagulls went 3 up, 3 down in the second. Righty on righty. The pitch sent right back out the middle hard. 2 for 2 on the day for Jake Brewer. 2 lovely singles.
I just love watching Jake Brewer run down the first base line because he always flips his bat. No matter how well he hits it, he always flips it right towards the dugout. It's just so entertaining
I
to
would
me.
love to see a Jake Brewer walk-off home run.
Oh my
because
goodness.
I'm telling you, that bat flip would be maybe one of the best I've ever seen.
It might go over the backstop.
Tanner Wall, who also singled his first time up, will have Brewer on first. The pitch is inside for ball 1.
Two singles up the middle for Brewer today. Came into this game hitting .282 and has definitely raised that a couple points.
The 1-0 fouled back hard by Tanner Wall.
That broke something.
Yeah, every time we get a foul ball behind the opposing dugout down the third base line, when it goes back there, the parking lot is just behind that, and every now and then you'll hear some glass.
There's some houses just beyond the parking lot, too.
The 1-1, Brewer goes. That's sent high down the left field foul line, and it drops foul. One and 2 to Tanner Wall. With 0 outs, bottom of the third, Seagulls have a 2-0 lead. Braga takes a peek at Brewer at first, comes to his set, kicks and deals. Brewer is going to try to run it out to second, throw to first, and a double play. Tanner Wall grounds out into a double play. Nice play by Ryder Kelly at second base to field it cleanly and make the quick toss to second. The pitch, fouled back by Lamoth for strike 1. Lamoth had that hard hit line drive to right field that didn't drop in the first inning, but a well hit ball. The 0-1 is outside for ball 1. 2 outs. The 1-1 is low and inside for ball 2.
Lamothe immediately went down 0-2 in his first at-bat, so nice to see him with some count leverage here.
He does lead the Seagulls in walks and OBP, someone who likes to get on base. 2-1 is fouled back, counts now 2-2 to Christian Lamothe.
Yeah, it's working here. I have no problems with it. Oh my god, he's like his 1800.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch fouled back once again from Christian Lamothe.
And a lot of these Seagulls lefties, not just Lamothe, are so good at fighting off that outside pitch.
I mean, but most of the time, like, yeah, but you're not going to get like.
All game long, these San Francisco batters have really made it tough on Vinny Braga to strike him out. Only 2 on the day so far. The 2-2 pitch sent right back up the middle from Christian Lamothe into center field, and he's on with a 2-out single.
That makes a double play hurt just a little bit more. Seagulls already 5 hits in this game against Braga.
They are swinging it very, very well.
39, Brennan
Swanson with 1 on now and 2 outs. He walked his first time up. He's been hot, though, recently for the Seagulls. Braga sets, wheels and deals. Check swing from Swanson, and he went. Ball was well outside, but fools Swanson for strike 1.
That's that nasty breaking pitch from Braga, part of the reason he was an all-star.
The 0-1 goes back to the breaking ball, but it's called ball 1.
I did miss the zone, but just barely. A couple inches, maybe.
Lamothe on first, 1-1 count. The pitch is low for ball 2. Seagulls have a 2-0 lead, bottom of the third. 2 outs. Swanson at the plate. Time called. There are kids riding a 4-wheeler through the outfield. I am
Who
honestly
do they think they
so
are?
confused what's going on.
Who do they think they are? This is a CCL baseball game. Get your motor vehicle off the field. My
That
goodness.
is by far the craziest thing we've seen all season. We have a baseball game going on, and a bunch of kids just drove a 4-wheeler right through the outfield.
I don't even know if they're kids. They look a lot older than that. Definitely old enough to know better.
The 2-1 called strike 2. I mean, that was just insane.
Incredibly confusing.
They're now revving it up and down Park City Way. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh
2
my
balls,
God, are they
2
going
strikes,
back?
2 outs. The pitch is fouled back into Jackson, and that one's going to sting. They're still riding around in the outfield, but beyond the center field fence, Ethan Jackson just taking a second. That foul ball from Swanson hit him pretty hard.
Well, there are no fences cutting this field off from the rest of the park, so we've seen some kids, some dogs accidentally wander their way onto the field. But that was fully intentional and just honestly embarrassing.
They've now made their way behind the center field fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lamothe on first. The pitch sent hard and deep into left center. Tough play for Griffin, but he's able to get over in time. A nice play from Mason Griffin to retire the side. Seagulls still have that 2-0 lead, and to the top of the 4th we go. Cameron Boyd's day is done, but an excellent performance from the Seagull pitcher. He went 3 innings and allowed no runs. That's exactly what you need from your starter. An excellent performance from him, Brendan.
And he gives way to Branson Darrington, who's making his first appearance of the summer. He's been on the shelf for a little while. A Laney College product and Abraham Lincoln High School graduate up in San Francisco.
It'll be a righty now for the Seagulls. Versus Eric Altmark, the lefty. The pitch. First pitch drills Altmark, and he's on with a leadoff hit by pitch.
Well, that's not how Darrington, I imagine, envisioned his Seagulls career starting with a hit by pitch. And there are still worse ways to begin.
Kruzmar now up. He walked his first time up. Eventually advanced to second, but was left stranded. No outs. He'll have a runner on first to work with. Darrington sets and throws back to first. Tries to get Altmark, but to no avail. The 0-0 is outside for ball 1.
Kruzmar is grounded into 1 double play this summer. Should be a great time for number 2.
Darrington gets the sign from Graham, comes to his set, kicks and deals, is outside for ball 2.
77 miles an hour on that one from Darrington. Darrington was teammates with another Seagulls reliever, Caleb Garrison, at Laney College. Often see those two hanging
The
out.
2-0 is high inside for ball 3. Still no outs, top of the 4th. Darrington sets. The 3-0 is outside for ball 4. And Carlos Kruzmar gets on with the second walk of the ball game.
Mooser grounded out his last time up. A triple and a walk yesterday.
So 2 on, no outs for Mooser. The pitch. Called ball 1. Darrington still trying to find that zone in his first appearance as a Seagull.
I mean, he's not getting any help from the home plate umpire. That one absolutely could have gone either way.
The 1-0 called high for ball 2. Some activity in the Seagull bullpen, and smart by Marcus Graham. He's going to go talk to his pitcher.
Yeah, it's got to be a lonely feeling for Darrington. He's thrown 7 pitches in his first outing of the summer, all of them balls.
Seagulls still have that 2-0 lead at the top of the 4th, but some traffic they'll have to deal with right now with 0 outs, but 2 on, shall I say.
We got Aikawa on deck and Wagner in the hole.
The 2-0 is lifted high. Gurman's got a read on it, comes in, and Feliciano calls him off and makes the play just behind second place in shallow center field for the first out of this inning, and the first out for Branson Darrington.
And a very interesting decision from Mooser to swing after Darrington hasn't thrown a strike, but it worked out for the Seagulls.
So 2 on with 1 out now for Aikawa. Righty on righty. Darrington comes to his set. kicks and deals. That's a strike for Branson Darrington. Counts 0-1 to Michael Aikawa. The 0-1. Strike 2 called. Branson Darrington starting to find his rhythm now.
On a lot of fastballs. We'll see if he changes it up ahead 0-2.
2 on, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Seagulls have a 2-0 lead, top of the 4th. Darrington wheels and deals. That's outside for ball 1. Aikawa didn't bite at that fastball. The 1-2 is in the dirt. Count moves to 2 apiece.
Slow breaking pitch at 68 miles an hour. Not close enough to get Aikawa to chase.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, fouled back.
That one hit 80.
Aikawa stays alive. A big at-bat in this inning with 2 on and 1 out. The 2-2 is outside. Count's now full.
Aikawa working the count full after falling behind 0-2.
Really big pitch in this inning. Big leads from Cruz Martin, and the pitch is outside. And Michael Aikawa draws a walk to load the bases with 1 out, and Cage Cascone is going to come talk to his pitcher. Altmark on third, Cruz Mar on second, Aikawa on first. A mound visit for the Seagulls.
Well, this gives me a chance to talk about an interesting bit of trivia with Darrington in the city of San Francisco. Mentioned he went to Abraham Lincoln High School, which, if you're familiar with the show The Amazing World of Gumball, that is the school from that show. Honestly, as someone who watched that show a lot as a kid, it was pretty surreal to see that school in person.
Paul Wagner, who struck out his first time up, will have an opportunity with the bases loaded. The pitch swung on and missed. An inside fastball for strike 1.
Best scoring opportunity of the game for the Legends so far.
The 0-1 in there for strike 2. Counts now 0-2 to Paul Wagner.
Now, I notice Ethan Jackson, the catcher in the on-deck circle, has his shin guards on, his catching equipment. And the only way he wouldn't hit is if Wagner grounds into a double play.
Well, he took one of them off. The 0-2 is outside for ball 1.
It's a very minor thing, but I feel like that's not showing a ton of confidence in your teammate at the plate.
Altmark on third, Cruz Mar on second, Aikawa on first. 1 out, top of the 4th. Seagulls 2-0 lead. 1-2 count. Darrington sets the pitch. Hard hit ball down the left field line. Is it fair? No, it's foul. About 3 feet foul. That would have been multiple runs for the Legends. Seagulls get very lucky there.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Wagner just a tiny bit out in front. Would have been extra bases for sure if it was 5-10 feet to the right.
So we'll do the 1-2 over again. Darrington started to find the zone a little bit. The 1-2 is high. Count moves to 2-2.
Just a ground ball at somebody. All the Seagulls need.
The 2-2. Called ball 3. That looked pretty close to me, Brennan.
Yeah, maybe could have gone either way, but it's another full count.
So a full count with the bases loaded. A big spot for Branson Darrington in his first appearance as a Seagull. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Branson Darrington retires his first batter of his Seagull career, and in a no bigger spot than this one, a massive unproductive out with the bases loaded.
His second batter retired. That's the second out of the inning, but yeah, huge strikeout, exactly what he was pitching for.
Ethan Jackson, the 9-hole hitter to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. Seagulls have that 2-0 lead. Big spot here for Branson Darrington. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Nice snag by Marcus Graham behind the dish.
Jackson, the 9th hitter at the plate, but as we mentioned, he's no ordinary 9-hole hitter. He's got huge pop.
The 1-0 swung on and missed. A fastball gets Jackson to chase. 1-1 now.
And Darrington's got some deception on that fastball. It's in the low 80s, which isn't one of the hardest on the team, but Legends are still swinging well behind it.
The 1-1, hard hit ball down the third baseline, foul. So 1 strike away from Branson Darrington from getting out of this. Would be a big, big break for the Seagulls, and a much needed one with this 2-0 lead.
Darrington's thrown almost entirely fastballs in this outing. Jackson crushed that one just foul. We'll see if he tries something slower here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Darrington sets, kicks, and deals. Outside for ball 2.
"26 pitches in this inning and this outing for Darrington.
Big leads from all the base runners. The 2-2 pitch lifted high, back and foul over our heads, and we'll do the 2-2 all over again.
Sticking with that fastball. A lot of confidence in that pitch, and for good reason.
The 2-2 pitch. Graham showed outside, and the pitch was right to the spot, but Jackson didn't bite, so the count is now full. Biggest pitch of the ball game so far, Brennan.
Huge pressure spot, bases loaded, 2 down, full count. This is what you train for.
2-0 lead for the Seagulls. Darrington comes to his set. The pitch lifted high, back foul. Do the 3-2 all over again.
It was a borderline pitch. According to the TrackMan, Jackson did swing at ball 4, but just barely.
Darrington stares in, sign from Graham, comes to his set. The 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. And the first run for the Legends will come in to score. And Ethan Jackson gets on with a walk, and so we'll do 2 outs and the bases loaded all over again, but this time with the top of the order in Mason Griffin.
His entire rally without a hit. a hit batter, and 3 walks. Now Mark Caviglia is going to the mound.
And it looks like we may have a pitching change, and we will, and we'll come back after that. And so JB Ferreira will take over and come into a spot with the bases loaded, but 2 outs. And Ferreira last night had his best outing of the year.
Yeah, he pitched an inning and 2/3, did not give up a run, and his curveball was really working. The Legends could not touch it. And just like tonight, he came in with the bases loaded, so he's kind of been playing the role of fireman for the Seagulls in this series, trying to carry over some of his success from last night. And he's in for the 13th time. That's the most on the team.
He'll come in a massive spot, like you said. Top of the order with 2 outs. Ferreira sets the pitch. A breaking ball high for ball 1 to Mason Griffin.
Nowhere to put Griffin. He's got to get in the zone.
The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike 1.
Griffin 2 flyouts in this game. We'd certainly take another one of those here.
Kuzma on third, Aikawa on second, Jackson on first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Seagulls have a 2-1 lead, top of the 4th. The 1-1 lifted back foul, and JB Ferreira is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
I wonder if he'll go to that big loopy curveball the Legends could not touch last night.
It's so lethal, Brennan. It's so lethal.
It was so much fun to watch him get through that lineup last night.
No shift from the Seagull defense. The 1-2 hit hard into right field. Wall's going to have to move back to the track, and it's over his head. Umps call time. They'll make a ruling, and they'll call it a ground rule double. And so a 2-run ground rule double for Mason Griffin gives the Legends a 3-2 lead.
And that stings. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Those 2 runs charged to Darrington. It was that curveball, but it got a bit too much of the plate. So the Legends have their first lead of the evening.
Ball was nearly gone, but does end up being a ground rule double. So Ryder Kelly up. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Kelly singled his first time up in the ball game. He'll have 2 on and 2 outs. The Legends now have a 3-2 lead.
Limit the damage. That's what you got to do.
The 1-0. Hard hit ball to short. Feliciano fields it, throws to first, and retires. Kelly to end the inning. The Legends do get the lead. They have a 3-2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. So Vinny Braga's day is done. He does come out of the ball game with a lead, and he'll be replaced by Christian Duarte. On the year in 8 appearances, he's lasted 19 and a third, a 9.31 ERA, 25 strikeouts, and Alan Ramirez will be the first Seagull hitter this inning to see him.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time the Seagulls have seen Duarte this year. He threw 3 innings on opening day, giving up 8 hits, 5 earned, 8 runs in total, and then he pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless later on in the season against us.
A towering lefty. First pitch is inside for ball 1. The 1-0 hit back foul. Count moves to 1-1.
Oh, my God!
Never mind, I spoke well too soon. Maybe the best play I've seen in foul territory by anyone. Michael Akawa just reached into the Seagull dugout to catch that ball. I said it was foul. I thought we were all good, but Michael Akawa thought otherwise.
Well, in theory, you were right. That ball was going to fall out of play, but Aikawa, my goodness, he leaped over the sidewall and made the catch. Instead of robbing a home run, he robbed a foul ball.
The pitch is called ball 1 to Jacob Gilbreth. And yeah, an unfortunate break for San Francisco. 99 times out of 100, I'd say that's just a foul ball, but an incredible play by Michael Aikawa. Really unfortunate for Alan Ramirez.
I did not see that coming.
The pitch, ground ball sent to Aikawa. He fields it cleanly and steps on first base. So 2 up, 2 down for Christian Duarte.
On only 4 pitches.
Now batting number 32, Marcus Graham.
Graham to the plate with 2 outs. Seagulls now trailing, but all series long between these two teams, the score is just flip-flopped, comeback after comeback. So this is not an unfamiliar spot for the Seagulls.
Yeah, so much game left. These two teams. We've seen 3 different games where both teams have put up more than 10 runs against each other.
The pitch, called strike 1 to Marcus Graham.
Oh man, a favorable call for Duarte. That was well off the outside.
Duarte sets to the 0-1. Hit hard into right field. Marcus Graham's on with a 2-out single. A hard hit liner gets over the head of Ryder Kelly at second.
Great to see from Graham, especially against a lefty. That ball was ripped into right field.
Feliciano, the winning run, or not the winning run, but the lead-taking run with 2 outs at the plate. He struck out his last time up. He'll have Marcus Graham on first. The pitch is low and outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is well inside for ball 2.
Favorable matchup for Feliciano against the lefty. Trying to get on for Gurman.
Duarte's release point is so well outside. It's not quite a submarine pitch, but as close as you can get. He'll throw back to first to check on Graham. He'll get back in time.
Yeah, the definition of a funky lefty is Duarte.
Very Chris Sale-esque, if I were to give it a comparison.
If Chris Sale threw about 20 miles an hour softer.
The 2-0 hit hard and back foul. So 2-1 to Feliciano. Gurman on deck if Feliciano extends this inning. The 2-1 is outside. 3-1 now to Emilio Feliciano.
Kind of feeling an auto tick here, even on 3-1.
Duarte sets the pitch, hits Feliciano in the foot, and he'll make his way to first base. So 2 on for the top of the order, but 2 outs.
So Feliciano does indeed get on for Gurman. Really good matchup for the Seagulls.
Gurman did single his first time up in this ball game, but his second time up, he flew out to right on a spectacular catch by Wagner. The pitch, that one's hit hard into right. Wagner moves under it, camps under it, and makes the catch to end the inning. Seagulls don't get any runs, strand 2, and still down 3-2 as we move to the 5th. So JB Ferreira will trot back out there for the 5th, trying to keep this lead to just 1 for Menlo Park. He'll face Ryan Duran, who flew out to right field both times in this game. And a defensive substitution for the Seagulls. Cade Heflin will replace Tanner Wall in right. The pitch, a breaking ball is chopped foul down the third base line.
This was the matchup, Ferreira and Duran, that produced the fireworks last night. So we'll see if anything comes of that here. This is probably feels more important than usual for both men on the field.
Ferreira, after he struck out Duran last night, stuck his tongue out as Duran walked back to the dugout, kind of in a joking way, but the 0-1. Hard hit ball to Feliciano at short, fields it cleanly, throws to Lamoth at first, and Duran takes a seat. JB Ferreira retires the first legend batter of the inning.
So Feliciano making a play to end the 4th and to start the 5th.
So far, so good for JB Ferreira. 2 up, 2 down for him in total, but only 1 out still in this 5th inning. However, only 1 batter faced. And this batter now, Altmark, was on with a hit by pitch, and last time he was up and ended up scoring the first run for the Legends. Shows bunt, lays it down, a nice one. Brewer lets it go foul. Great heads-up play and awareness from Jake Brewer.
That was definitely the right move, and that's the second time Altmark has tried to bunt for a hit in this series. He did so with 2 outs yesterday, so definitely never afraid to try to drop one down. Ferreira getting some confirmation from the home plate umpire.
Ferreira comes to his set. The 0-1 called strike 2, and Ferreira's got ahead 0-2 in this count.
I think Ferreira benefited from throwing that right to the target. Graham set up pretty far outside, but threw it right to him, and it was called a strike.
The 0-2 hit back foul, and Altmark stays alive.
Looked like a changeup from Ferreira, 69 miles an hour. Let's see the spin from here.
The 0-2. Hard hit ball hits Ferreira on the legs, but this ball will roll to Lamont at first, and he'll step on the bag. I'm going to give JB Ferreira the assist there. He took one for the team. That ball was a line drive off his shin, and it ricocheted like it was pinball right to Lamont at first, and Lamont just waited for it and scooped it up and tapped on first base for the second out.
You genuinely could not have gotten a more perfect ricochet if you tried. Ferreira looks like he's okay. Maybe it'll hit him in the shoe. That one came off of him hard. Score that 1-3 unassisted.
I mean, it might even be better if it was just a ground ball to Ferreira and a throw, because then Ferreira would have had to field it, transition it to the throw. You know, there's stuff to think about. That, Ferreira didn't even need to do anything, and it just makes its way to Little Mouth. So 2 outs. Seagulls still down 3-2. The pitch. High breaking ball for ball 1 to Carlos Cruz-Mar.
That last play with Ferreira and Lamoth, that's the kind of thing that happens against me when I'm playing MLB The Show.
Did look like some type of MLB The Show line drive glitch. We've seen some weird plays in this game. The 1-0 called strike 1. Count moves to 1-1.
Really nice pitch from Ferreira there, right on the corner, up and in.
I don't know what's the weirder thing we've seen today. The four-wheeler driving around in right, the robbed foul ball by Akawa, or that. The 1-1 called outside for ball 2.
I'm going to say the four-wheeler was the weirdest thing. So it was completely non-baseball related. Just some people who should have better ways to spend their time than interrupting a CCL game.
An entertaining game so far. 3-2, Legends on top. But 2-1, that's in there for strike 2. Count moves to 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Ferreira trying to go 1, 2, 3 in this fifth. He's retired all 3 batters he's faced in this ball game. Ferreira comes to his set. The 2-2 lifted high into shallow right center. Gurman calls off Ramirez and makes the grab. Ferreira goes 3 up, 3 down. Seagulls, we are up to bat as we move to the bottom of the fifth.
Hey, Seagulls. Number 39, 29, Jake Brewer.
So Jake Brewer will lead off this bomb of the fifth for San Francisco. Singled his last time up. And he'll see Christian Duarte, a towering lefty.
One thing I think would benefit the Seagulls in this inning is being patient against Duarte.
The pitch is called strike 1. Brewer didn't like that pitch.
What I mean by that is coming into this game, Duarte had walked 20 batters in 19 and a third inning, so the walks can get him in trouble.
The pitch swung on and fouled back. Count moves to 0-2. The 0-2 is low for ball 1.
Definitely missed by a good margin.
Some of the Legends fans wanted that strike 3 call, but that wasn't very close.
Maybe yesterday.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Christian Duarte retires Jake Brewer by way of the K. And Cade Heflin will come to the plate, pinch hitting for Tanner Wall. The pitch swung on by Heflin for strike 1.
Heflin hitting an even 200 on the year. When he gets on, he's a threat. Stolen 5 bases.
The 0-1 is in the dirt for ball 1.
Heflin's another Seagulls player who's hitting bombs in batting practice today. You know he's got pop, but still searching for that first Seagulls home run.
3-2 Legends lead. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch, hard hit ball to Kelly at second. He'll field it cleanly and throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in this bottom of the fifth for Christian Lamont.
Now batting number 40, Christian Lamont.
Lamothe singled his last time up. The pitch from Duarte is in the dirt and squeezes past Jackson for ball 1. Duarte sets, wheels, and deals, and it hits Lamothe on the back, and he'll gingerly walk to first. That one's got to hurt.
Now batting number 39, Brennan Swanson.
We've seen 2 legends get drilled in this game. This is the first Seagull to get hit.
So 1 on, but 2 outs for Swanson. Walked his first time up, but flew out to center his last time up. The pitch is low for ball 1.
Swanson hits a lot of balls down the left field line. One of those would be very welcome here. Lamothe, I'd imagine, would be able to score.
Big lead from Lamothe at first. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to right center field. Called off by Wagner. He comes in and makes the play. And so the Seagulls go 3 up. Excuse me, they do get Lamothe on by the hit by pitch. We'll go to the top of the second. Legends have that 3-2 lead. Back to baseball, top of the 6th inning. Legends have a 3-2 lead. JB Ferreira will take them out again. He went 3 up, 3 down the last time. Did give up that multi-RBI ground rule double, the first batter he faced of the game, but since then, he's retired every batter he's seen. He'll see Ethan Mooser to lead off this inning. Ferreira sets the pitch, swung on and missed. Big swing from Mooser, but no contact.
Absolutely fooled him on that changeup. A beautiful pitch from Ferreira.
Ferreira just pitches like a surgeon, locating his off-speed pitches, getting batters to bite. The 0-1 is outside for ball 1. The 1-1. Check swing from Mooser, but he didn't go. Pitch was low for ball 2.
Man, that missed the zone by a couple inches, maybe. Really nice pitch from Ferreira, but an even better take from Mooser.
Ferreira sets. The 2-1. Hit hard into center field. Gurman makes the call, running in fast, diving play, but can't make it. Bounces into center. Ramirez fields it quickly and holds Mooser at first. Gurman came in on a sprint, laid out to make the play, but couldn't quite get his glove there.
Well, Gurman did something there I've never seen an outfielder do. As he was running in, he took his hat off and held it in his throwing hand. Hat was in hand while he slid for the ball, but just couldn't quite get there.
I think his hat blew off and he caught it.
Well, that's just impressive.
Muser at first. Ferreira throws to first. Muser gets back in time. Lamoth tries that nifty little hidden ball trick with a fake throw back to the pitcher that he's tried the last few weeks we've seen him. Still hasn't gone anyone with it. Ferreira sets. The pitch. Lovely breaking ball finds the zone for strike one.
And we talk about his curveball a lot, but for good reason. It's just so much fun to watch when he's locating it.
It just dips into the zone. Ferreira throws back to first. Lamoth doesn't try his pickoff move. And Muser gets back in time. No balls, one strike, no outs. Top of the sixth. 3-2 lead for the Legends. Ferreira kicks and deals outside for ball one.
Aikawa's been on base twice today, but he doesn't have a hit. He's been drilled and drawn a walk.
Ferreira takes a peek at Muser at first, looks back to Graham. The pitch catches a big swing from Aikawa, but no contact made. 1-2 now the count. This off-speed stuff from JB Ferreira has been working in these last two appearances. The 1-2, Muser takes off, and it's hit foul down the third base line. Ethan Muser will make his way back to first base, and we'll do the 1-2 all over again.
Aikawa definitely had to swing at that one with two strikes, even with the runner in motion.
Ferreira entering today has a 2.32 whip, but last night he brought that down, and if he keeps things going today, he'll also bring that down.
He's been great in this series.
Ferreira stares into Graham, likes the sign, comes to his set, kicks and deals. Muser takes off again. This one's lifted deep into center field. Gurman camps under it and makes the catch. Muser retreats back to first base for the first out of this top of the sixth.
Gurman's been a busy man out there in center today.
Paul Wagner to the plate with one out and a runner on. Has struck out both times he's been up in this ball game. Does have a home run, though, versus the Seagulls, like we talked about before. And Ethan Jackson doing the on-deck circle with the catcher's gear on. The pitch is in there for strike one. How do you feel about that, Brennan? Jackson, once again, the on-deck circle with his catcher's shin pads on, but only one out still.
Yeah, once again, or you can call the pitch. Never mind, it's a pickoff. So, yeah, if the only way that Jackson wouldn't hit in this inning is if Wagner grounds into a double play, which I would imagine is very unlikely. So, I mean, why would you have your shin guards on if you're almost certainly going to hit in the inning?
The 0-1, Muser takes off. That one's lifted foul over our heads. And so 0-2 to Paul Wagner.
Muser has been getting his sprints in. I believe that's 3 times he's tried to steal, but the batter has made contact.
I think he's laughing about it with Lamoth at first right now.
Christian's got that effect on people.
Ferreira sets and throws to first. Very careful Ethan Muser, who, like Brennan just said, has tried to steal 3 times in this at-bat already.
He's got 6 bags on the summer, and he's only been caught once.
That seems to be some commotion down the right field foul line. Can't quite make out what it is, but the umps called time to take care of that. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Legends 3-2 lead. Top of the 6th inning. Ferreira stares in, takes a peek at Muser at first. Graham signs, motions outside. The pitch is high for ball one. Graham popped to his feet quickly, took a peek at Ethan Muser, but Muser did not go.
Looks like Muser took off initially, took about 3 steps, then froze. It was a curveball, though. Would have been a good pitch to steal on.
Marcus Graham did have a good jump on that one. He's ready for this steal. The 1-2, Muser goes. Hard hit ball to Brewer at third. Can't throw to second to make the double play, but he'll throw to Lamont at first to get the second out of the inning. Muser went, so no double play to be made. Nice play by Jake Brewer once again.
It was maybe a sliver of a chance to still get the runner at second, but definitely don't blame Jake Brewer for getting the sure out. Some good fortune for the Legends that the runner was going, because otherwise that's an almost sure double play.
Ethan Jackson will bat in this inning. He took off all his catcher's shin guard gear. He walked his last time up. He'll have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and the lead. Ferreira sets. The 3-2 the pitch is inside for ball one.
Jackson came into this game hitting .235 on the summer.
And that 3-2 lead is not a safe lead for the Legends. This series, we've seen all these leads go back and forth between these two teams constantly. The 1-0 is right down the middle for strike one.
Drew, you're absolutely right about that. We saw a 6-run 8th inning lead vanish yesterday when the Seagulls came back, so 1 run in the 6th is basically nothing.
The due-up for the Seagulls will be Ramirez, Gilbreth, and Graham. The 1-1 is in the dirt in front of Graham. Muser takes off for third. Graham didn't realize he was running, and so Ethan Muser will slide into third base, and the count moves to 2-1.
Yeah, maybe Graham was blocked off with Jackson, the batter, in his field of view, but if he had been on that immediately, I really think he could have gotten him at third.
So now it'll be a runner on third with 2 outs. 2-1 count. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ferreira gets the second strike on Jackson and counts now 2-2.
Jackson, big power, but also big strikeout numbers.
Ferreira, these last 2 outings, Brennan, has really been finding his pitches.
He's been money.
Ferreira sets. The pitch, just outside for ball 3. A breaking ball near the outside edge. Fans in attendance wanted it, but the count is now full. Got some heckling from some fans. The 3-2 pitch lifted deep into left field over the head of Gilbreth and over the fence. A home run for Ethan Jackson. A 2-run home run moves the Legends lead to 5-2.
Now batting number 34, Mason Griffin.
So that really stings for Ferreira and the Seagulls. 1 strike away from getting through 2 1/3 shutout innings and preserving the deficit at only 1 run.
That's a tough break, especially with one of those pitches, the third ball called very close. Could have easily been called a strike and we'd be out of this inning. Now it's a 5-2 lead for the Legends. 2 outs, nobody on for the top of the order. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1.
We mentioned Ethan Jackson's power numbers, 10 home runs this spring at Monterey Peninsula College. He showed it off there.
Still, though, like we talked about, even a 3-1 lead is not a safe lead in this series. So Ferreira just trying to get out of this 6th inning and give the Seagulls a chance.
Still very much anybody's game.
The 0-1 is well outside for ball 1.
And Ferreira's now up to 38 pitches, and remember, he did also throw yesterday.
Ferreira comes to his set. wheels and deals. A hard hit ball in a deep right field. Heflin moves to the track, has a read over on it, and makes the play right in front of the right field fence. Nice play by Cade Heflin to track that one down. And so we'll move to the bottom of the sixth. The Legends take a 5-2 lead in the top of the sixth, and the Seagulls will have to respond.
Fans, while the Seagulls are keeping the field spotless, who's keeping your home looking its best? For 3 generations, AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning has been helping Bay Area families see the difference. Family owned and operated since 1946, AWC was founded by Frank Frediani, carried on by his son Ron, and today is proudly operated by Ron, Carol, Joe, and Danielle Frediani. Whether it's crystal clear windows, cleaner air ducts, or helping your home shine from top to bottom, AWC's experienced team delivers quality service with the same values they've built their reputation on for nearly 80 years. Reliability, professionalism, and exceptional customer care. They show up on time, treat your home with respect, and leave it cleaner than they found it. When you want a clear view and clearer air, trust the family that's been serving the Bay Area since 1946. Visit www.bayareawindowcleaning.com to schedule a free in-person consultation. AWC Air Duct and Window Cleaning, 3 generations of service, 1 commitment to excellence.
So Alan Ramirez will lead things off in this bottom of the sixth. It's still Christian Duarte on the mound. Legends now have this 5-2 lead, but like we've mentioned countless times on this broadcast, we've seen in this series, and those at home who've been watching and following this series, that lead is far from safe.
Seagulls bats have been alive in this series. Feels like it's only a matter of time before they put some runs in.
The pitch is outside for ball 1. An unfortunate break for the Seagulls in the top of the sixth. A controversial call would have ended the inning. Wasn't called a strike. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to Olmark at short. Makes the play and throws to first to retire Ramirez. And that pitch was not called a strike. It was called a ball, and the very next pitch was lifted for a 2-run home run. Sometimes that's just how baseball is.
Gilbreth, big pop against a soft tossing opposite-handed pitcher.
Duarte sets. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Duarte sets. The pitch is outside for ball 2.
Missed in the same spot both times. Would have drilled a left-handed hitter.
2-0 to Gilbreth. 1 out. The 2-0 is well outside once again. 3-0 now to Jacob Gilbreth.
Legends have been playing really shallow in the outfield all game.
The 3-0, no swing from Gilbreth. That's right down the middle, but don't blame him. That was a no swing situation. Some activity in the Seagull bullpen. The 3-1 is well outside, and Gilbreth's on with a walk.
Have to imagine Graham coming up is going to be pretty intimidated because as a left-handed hitter, I think all 4 of those balls that Duarte threw to Gilbreth would have hit Graham right in the back.
I'm actually going to disagree. I think 3 of those 4 balls would have. That 4th ball, though, would have been behind Graham.
Yeah, Duarte, I mentioned his control issues. They've started to crop up a little bit in this 6th. Going to be trying to get back in the zone with Graham at the plate.
1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Legends 5-2 lead. Marcus Graham to the plate. The pitch is high for ball 1.
It's Graham, then Feliciano, then the top of the lineup.
The 1-0. That's called strike one.
According to the TrackMan, that was just a hair above the strike zone.
Notice I said called strike one.
Indeed.
The 1-1. That's a high for ball, too.
Well, Graham ripped the single to right against Duarte his last time up. He's seeing him well.
The 2-1 is low for ball three. Some command issues in this sixth for Christian Duarte.
Yeah, back-to-back 3-ball counts, and third base coach and manager Mark Caviglia said, gotta love it. So if it's on a tee, Graham will swing. If not, then not.
Duarte throws to first, but Gilbreth gets back in time. Duarte sets, he wheels and deals, and that one hits Marcus Graham. You kind of figured it was going to come given the control issues and Duarte missing to that side of the plate, and there it was.
So a walk to Gilbreth, and then Graham got drilled on what would have been ball four anyway. The command issue is definitely cropping up for Duarte. We'll see how long the leash is.
2 on, 1 out. The 9-hole Emilio Feliciano, he got hit by a pitch his last time up. The pitch is low for ball one. Seagulls will have the top of the order up to bat after Feliciano, assuming Feliciano doesn't ground into a double play. The 1-0 is high for ball two. Good discipline by Feliciano. That was a meaty-looking pitch.
Feliciano only one double play on the summer, so pretty likely that Gurman will bat in this inning.
The pitch, that one's in there for strike one. Duarte sets, takes a peek at Gilbreth. The pitch, hard hit ball up the middle into center field. Gilbreth rounding third and puts the brakes on late. I don't know, that he may have been able to get to home. Regardless, the bases are going to be juiced with 1 out for Davis Gurman.
Well, with Gurman coming up and only 1 out, I understand the decision to hold him.
It would have been a play at the plate. Nonetheless, the Seagulls, they'll have a big opportunity here to drive in some runs.
You got to feel really good about Gurman's ability to get in at least 1 run here. A single and 2 deep flyouts on his line today.
Just need to put the ball in play with 1 out. The pitch is well outside and gets past Jackson. Gilbreth reacts to it late and doesn't break for home. He definitely could have, but he's going to play it safe with 1 out.
That ball took a very wide secondary bounce, so by the time it hit off the pole in the backstop, Gilbreth couldn't go. I mean, again, with only 1 out, you understand the conservative approach on third, especially with how little room there is with the backstop here.
And also with Duarte's control issues in this inning. Patience is the key here. The 1-0 is outside for ball two. 2-0 now to Davis Gurman.
It's tough to say this in such a crucial spot, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gurman's just taking until he gets a strike.
A walk in would be just as good as a single in, assuming it was a short single and Graham can't come to score. The 2-0, that one's in there for strike one. And yeah, to your point, it doesn't look like Gurman really even thought about swinging for that one. But now with a 2-1 count, we'll see his decision on the next strike pitch. The 2-1. That's low for ball three. 3-1 count now to Davis Gurman, a hitter's count with the bases loaded and 1 out. Legends on top 5-2, bottom of the 6th.
Really interested to see what the swing decision is here with how wild Duarte is. And how much damage Gurman could do.
The 3-1 lifted back foul and count is now full. Sun is set here in San Bruno. Lights are on. Beautiful sunset in center field.
2 home runs on the year for Gurman, tied with Lamoth for the team lead.
Bases loaded, 1 out, the 3-2. High for ball 4, and Davis Gurman's on with a walk. And in comes Jacob Gilbreth, who's walked in to score. Lead now for the Legends is 5-3.
A daring take on 3 and 2, but definitely the correct call by the home plate umpire. Seagulls are a run closer. We got tarps off at Tom Lara
We
Field.
do have tarps off at Tom Lara Field for Jake Brewer. Seems to have some big cheering section for him. He'll have the bases loaded with 1 out. The pitch sent shopping to Cruzmar at third. He throws home, and the force play gets Graham at home. Nice awareness from Carlos Cruzmar to throw home. So it'll end up being just an out, but Brewer will get to first. So bases loaded with 2 outs for Cade Heflin.
It's going to come down to Heflin in a lefty-lefty matchup. Expect him to be pretty selective here.
Duarte sets. The pitch is low in the dirt, bounces at the feet of Jackson, but he keeps it in front of him. Feliciano on third, Gurman on second, Brewer on first. Heflin to the plate.
Every man on the bases has great speed.
Five-3 score, 2 outs. The 1-0. Nice breaking ball in there for strike 1. The pitch swung on and fouled back by Heflin. 1-2 count to him. And yeah, we've seen some weird stuff in this game. Now we've seen four-wheeler and right, robbed foul ball, which is just one of the most bizarre things I've ever said. The tarps off behind us. The 1-2 sent back foul. Heflin battles.
The tarps are back on now, by the way, so I guess it was just a Jake Brewer specific celebration.
And not to mention that pinball play off Ferreira to Lamoth, which is one of the most lucky plays we've seen all season long.
And still, this might be the most normal game in the series.
The 1-2, bouncing ball to first base. Aikawa fields it, throws to, called out by the first base umpire. Braga got to first. I don't know about that call, Brennan. It looked like Heflin beat that one out.
Christian Lamoth was on deck, and he was jumping up and down with his hands on his head. He couldn't believe Heflin was called out. I can't really believe it either.
I mean, I didn't even register it was going to be called out. I was expecting a safe call. Heflin's just standing on first, and all the Seagulls runners are just taking their spot at their bag. I think that was not even close.
That directly takes a run off the board for the Seagulls. Mark Caviglia pleading his case. We'll see if the umpires come together. Jake Brewer now walking from second base back to the dugout. Davis Gurman starts his way over there, and now the umpires will come together and discuss this.
Yeah, we'll see if this results in anything. We've seen many umpire discussions this year, but with no replay review, I find it hard that they'll change it, and we haven't seen any change this year.
Yeah, no overturns yet, at least not in a Seagulls home game. I mean, this is a huge play. The out call directly took a run off the board for the Seagulls.
So to recap that play, it was a bouncing ball to Aikawa at first. He fielded it. Duarte ran over to first to tap the bag, and it is called out after discussion. Some boos from the crowd. Lamoth was in the batter's box ready to bat because the Seagulls did not think that was an out, and so we'll move to the top of the 7th. The Seagulls do get 1 in that inning, though, and the lead is now 5-3 for the Legends. So J.B. Ferreira's day is done, and Lucas Shaw will replace him in the 7th.
Shaw on the season. He's got a 7.36 ERA in 5 appearances. He was the winning pitcher on Thursday, pitched part of the 9th and then all of the 10th. And he really did a masterful job.
He'll face Ryder Kelly first. The pitch, and that one's well inside. Grazed Kelly's back, but no hit by pitch called. 1-0 the count. Shaw sets. The 1-0. A nice breaking ball down the dish for strike one.
Legends couldn't do much against Shaw on Thursday. Hopefully you can hold them again here.
Shaw sets, kicks, and deals. Wild outside for ball 2.
It doesn't really matter here with nobody on base, but still, I've been impressed with Marcus Graham's receiving and blocking skills behind the plate today. He's done a really nice job.
Definitely been pretty clean behind the dish for the Seagulls. Good job by the Australian. The 2-1, high for ball 3. An enticing looking pitch, but just a little bit over the zone.
Got to come into Kelly here. You do not want to walk the leadoff man.
3-1 pitch. That one's sent high and foul into the parking lot area. Listen for noise. No noise.
Phew.
It's always a lottery whenever a foul ball goes that direction. Full count now to Ryder Kelly. The 3-2 pitch sent over the head of Feliciano into shallow left field, and Ryder Kelly's on with a leadoff single.
Now hitting number 7, Casey Levette McGee.
Casey Levette McGee will pinch it for Ryan Duran. He'll have one on with no outs in this top of the 7th. Legends have that 5-3 lead. Shaw sets. Kicks and deals. McGee shows bunt. He says it got him, but it was clearly a foul ball.
This is the first loud noises we've heard from the Legends dugout today. Levitt McGee said it hit him. Home plate umpire didn't think so.
I didn't think that was even close. I thought he just fouled it off his bat when he was bunting into his foot. The umpire agreed with me initially, but now they're going to discuss it.
Now the umpires are coming together. So our second umpire conference in as many hitters. And it's a foul ball.
Yeah, I'm really not surprised by this call by the umpire. It didn't look close to me. It looked like it was pretty clearly fouled off his bat into his leg. It still hit him, but it hit the bat first. So 1 on, no outs. 0-1 count. Shaw takes a peek at Kelly at first, comes to his set. The 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1.
Keep an eye on Kelly at first. He's stolen 11 bases this summer.
Seagulls have given up the most stolen bases in the CCL. 85 entering today. The 1-1, Kelly takes off. Breaking ball caught by Graham. Hard throw to second. But Kelly gets in there in time. Close play, but not quite in time. So 2-1 to Levette McGee. And Kelly now standing on second.
That was really a great throw from Graham, but Shaw threw a breaking ball, and Kelly got a solid jump, so he's in there.
Shaw doesn't like the first sign from Graham. Time called, and Graham will come discuss things with his pitcher. Some miscommunication potentially there. Five-three, Legends on top. Top of the 7th inning. Ryder Kelly standing on second. Still no outs. 2-1 count to Casey Levette McGee. Already some controversy in this at-bat. Shaw sets, likes the sign from Graham. Graham shifts outside, takes a peek at Kelly, looks back at Graham, kicks and deals, and that's outside for ball 3. A beautiful evening here in San Bruno. No wind and a nice, cool, but not cold evening. The 3-1 is outside for ball 4, and so Casey Levette McGee gets on with a walk, and 2 on now with no outs.
Now batting number 19, Isaac Fendel.
Isaac Fendel now pinch hitting for Eric Altmark. He'll have an opportunity here to increase this Legends lead potentially with 2 on in the top of the 7th. No outs still. Shaw sets. Kicks and deals. Bunt shown, but it's well outside for ball 1.
Well, the bunt sign on once again. You mentioned both these teams love that, and it continues in this series.
Righty on righty duel. Big at bat. Shaw shakes off the first sign, likes the second one, comes to his set, kicks and deals. Bunt shown again, but this one's low. It gets past Graham, but the runners do not advance.
They're probably intimidated by Graham's throw to second, trying to catch Kelly going.
To a 2-0 count to Fendel. Some activity in the Seagull bullpen. The 2-0, bunt shown again, but this one gets past the bat. He went, so 2-1 now.
Fendel only 4 for 28 on the summer. 1 double.
Shaw takes a peek at Kelly. Back to Graham. Kicks and deals. Kelly takes off. Both runners take off. Throw to second. Feliciano not in time. Both runners end up stealing, and the count's now 2-2 with 2 runners in scoring position and still no outs.
Well, it was a nice clean play by Feliciano to pick that ball out of the dirt and keep it from going into center field. But now Shaw, things get a little bit more tricky for him.
Big pitch here. The 2-2. A breaking ball's in. Count's now full. That pitch had a ton of break, Brennan.
Yeah, 2,664 RPM. Nasty one from Shaw.
The payoff pitch is high and inside for ball 4, and Isaac Fendel gets on with a walk to load up the bases with no outs.
Definitely not the end of the world with the base open, but still, that's a pitch that could have gone either way.
And
Shaw placed it well.
And Cage Cascone will come out and talk to his pitcher. A big situation here. The Legends lead is only 2, but could easily increase here with 1 swing of the bat. With the bases loaded and no outs, Carlos Cruz-Mar will be the batter up for the Legends. Bases loaded, no outs. Top of the 7th inning. Carlos Cruz-Mar in the plate. The pitch. That's in there for strike one. Nice pitch from Lucas Shaw to get this at bat started.
Oh my God.
Cruzmar, 2 walks and a flyout today. 227 hitter on the summer coming into this game.
Shaw sets. Wheels and deals. Check swing. Did he go? He went. 0-2 count now. This would be a big, big strikeout opportunity. An unproductive out is super necessary here with the bases loaded and no outs.
Yeah, ground ball at somebody would be nice too.
The pitch is in there for strike 3. Lucas Shaw catches Carlos Cruz-Mar looking, and a big roar from the stands here at Tom Lawler Field for the first out of this top of the 7th.
I gotta love it. This is probably the rowdiest Seagulls cheering section we've heard all year. They're all behind Lucas Shaw.
I also think they're all behind their hot dogs, as that was the hot dog batter, which means if he struck out, which he did, half-price hot dogs. The pitch is high for ball 1.
Nate Bateman hitting .261.
Nate Bateman pinch hitting for Ethan Muser.
No extra base hits this summer.
The pitch is in low in the dirt. Nice block by Graham.
Another nice block by Graham.
2 balls, no strikes. Bases loaded. 1 out. 5-3. Legends lead. Kelly on third. The pitch is inside. 3-0 now to Nate Bateman.
Absolutely has to be a strike. No way around it.
Kelly on third. Levette McGee on second. Fendel on first. Shaw sets. The 3-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Really interesting green light with the bases loaded.
That probably would have been ball 4. The 3-1. Swing and fouled back. Counts now full. Nice battle here from Lucas Shaw.
That one was right down the middle. Shaw might have gotten away with one to Bateman coming in off the bench.
Bases loaded. Full count. 1 out. Top of the 7th inning. 5-3. Legends lead. Shaw sets. The pitch almost hits Bateman in the head, and he'll get on with a walk, and a run will come in to score in Ryder Kelly, and it will move the Legends lead from 5-3 to 6-3.
That stings. The second bases loaded walk from the Seagulls pitcher today.
So bases loaded still with 1 out. The pitch is in there for strike 1.
Shaw got helped out a little bit on that one, but we'll certainly take it.
Akawa has a walk and a hit by pitch today. Still no hit, though. The pitch in there for strike 2. Shaw's quickly ahead 0-2. Levette McGee on third. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Fendel on second and Bateman on first. 1-2 count. Shaw sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. A big unproductive out for the Seagulls, and a big second strikeout for Lucas Shaw.
Both outs in this inning have been strikeouts. Let's see if Shaw can get another one with Barclay Ovalle up for the first time.
Another pinch hitter for the Legends. They like to do that a lot in late games. Barclay Ovalle to the plate. The pitch. Called ball 1.
Avaya had a really interesting night last night. He was hit by a pitch 3 times.
Base is still loaded with 2 outs now. 6-3 Legends lead, top of the 7th. The 1-0, that's in there for strike 1.
Not the cleanest inning for Shaw, but it would be huge to get out of it, only giving up 1 run.
Very big, especially with how this series has gone. The 1-1 sent high and foul behind the Seagulls dugout.
Shaw now a strike away.
The 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Shaw kicks the pitch. Fouled back. Ovalle stays alive.
That might be the closest a ball has come to our camera since Ryder Kelly of the Legends destroyed one of our cameras earlier this year. Not comfortable for us broadcasters.
So we'll do the 1-2 all over again. Levette McGee on third. Fendel on second. Bateman on first. Ovalle up to bat. Shaw sets. Gets the sign from Graham. Kicks and deals. And that's high and inside. Counts all squared at 2 apiece. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is low and in the dirt. Graham keeps it in front of him, but now the count is full.
It has to be in the zone. You got to make him swing the bat.
Potentially the biggest pitch of this ball game so far. Bases juiced. Full count, 2 outs, top of the 7th. The pitch. Bouncing ball to Feliciano at short. Fields it cleanly, throws to Lamoth at first. A nice pick play from Christian Lamoth at first to retire this side. Seagulls get out of that one very fortunately, and the lead is now 6-3 for Menlo Park, and we'll move to the stretch and then the bottom of the 7th.
Looking for the perfect ride for your next road trip, away game, or family vacation? Hit the road together with MVNN Motors. Whether you're heading to a tournament, taking the family on a weekend getaway, or planning an adventure with friends, our spacious 12 and 15 passenger vans make every trip easier, more comfortable, and a lot more fun. Why split up into multiple cars when everyone can ride together? Share the laughs, sing along to the music, talk strategy before the big game, and create memories that last long after the trip is over. At MVNN Motors, our vans are clean, reliable, roomy, and ready for the journey ahead. With plenty of space for passengers, luggage, sports gear, and vacation essentials, you can focus less on logistics and more on experience. From baseball tournaments to beach vacations, family reunions to team travel, MVNN Motors helps bring people together 1 mile at a time. Reserve your 12 or 15 passenger van today and make the journey part of the memory. Visit mvnnmotors.com to reserve your family fun vehicle today. MVNN Motors, bringing friends and families closer wherever the road takes you.
So to the bottom of the 7th we go. Christian Lamont to the plate. 6-3 lead for the Legends. But Brennan, check out left field in the sky. A beautiful purple sunset with the pink. One of the most beautiful outfield settings we've seen all season.
I mean, this is the definition of a baseball sky.
The pitch is low for ball 1 to Lamont.
I mean, how cinematic would it be if Lamont just went deep here?
Super scenic stuff here. The 1-0 is inside for ball 2.
Lamont continues to show off his eagle eye at the plate. I'm just too distracted by the sky to pay close attention to the game.
Seems like the entire crowd right now is just taking photos of the outfield. The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. And it's a beautiful evening here indeed. There's no breeze, which is rare for San Bruno. And it's a nice, comfortable temperature. The 2-1 drills Lamont in the back, and he'll make his way to first with a leadoff runner on.
2 plate appearances in a row. Christian Lamont has been drilled.
Now batting number 39, Brandon Swanson.
This almost looks like something out of a movie. This is one of the most beautiful skies I think I've ever seen in this area of the bay.
I mean, I feel like I'm in Hawaii or something right now.
Lamont on first, Brandon Swanson to bat, and a pitching change will come for the Legends. So a new pitcher for the Legends. Swanson will come into this bottom of the 7th. Lamont on with the leadoff hit by pitch. That beautiful sunset is starting to fade, but still in the left field. The pitch sent high up in a shallow left field. And a nice play by Isaac Fendel.
Now batting number 56, Alan Ramirez.
Fendel ranged over him short in a shallow left field to get under that one and make the first out of this bottom of the 7th. Alan Ramirez to the plate. Lamont still on first. 6-3 Legends on top. The pitch is outside for ball 1.
Well, it was the 8th inning that was magic for the Seagulls last night. We're, of course, here in the 7th, but I feel a lot better for them to start tacking on runs here.
check throw to Lamoth at first, not in time. The pitch to Ramirez gets past Jackson, and Lamoth into second base standing.
You don't often see a called strike past ball, although that pitch, according to TrackMan, shouldn't have been called a strike.
So 1-1 to Alan Ramirez. Now a runner in scoring position with one out. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 now.
Big chance for Ramirez with the guy in scoring position.
The pitch, skied up down the first base line into the Seagulls bullpen and takes a bounce next to some of the Seagulls players.
Aikawa's not going to be able to rob that one.
No. I thought about it, though, while it was in the air because he was starting to make his way over, and I got flashbacks to that terrific catch he made earlier in this game. Still one of the best catches I've ever seen in person across every baseball level I've ever seen. The 1-2 almost hits Ramirez in the head, high and tight inside, 2-2. The 2-2 swung on and missed by Ramirez. A foul tip into Jackson's glove for the second out of the bottom of the seventh. Jacob Gilbreth will come in, still with that runner in scoring position, with Lamoth on second. Big spot for him.
Going to take a big 2-out hit or a mistake from the Legends to get a run across.
The pitch, swing and a miss, fouled back into Jackson's glove. A couple of those this inning. Count moves to 0-1.
Gilbreth got a fastball over the plate, but just barely above the zone.
The 0-1, swing and a miss from Gilbreth. Counts now 0-2 with 2 outs. Lamoth still on second.
Time running out for the Seagulls in this one.
The 0-2 pitch, sent hard into left center field. It's dove in a catch from Nate Bateman in left field. An excellent play, an excellent diving catch. Wow, I thought that ball was going to get down, Brennan.
Yeah, nice play by Bateman. He caught it and then dove after.
One of those Aaron Judge specials, as I like to call it. 6-3 as we move to the top of the eighth. So Lucas Shaw will still have the ball for the top of the 8th. Ethan Jackson to the plate. Had that 2-run homer his last time up. Legend still on top 6-3.
Shaw stranded, the bases loaded last inning, but did give up a run. Hoping for a cleaner inning this time.
Shaw sets the pitch. A nice breaking ball's in there for strike 1.
According to the TrackMan, that was well up high, but Shaw gets the call.
Some of the Legends fans didn't particularly like that call, but we've seen it go both ways this game. The 0-1 off the home plate umpire's mask, well high. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, this has been a great strike zone in my opinion. I mean, it's not hard to be better than the last 2 nights, but regardless of that, this has been a very good, very consistent strike zone.
I'll definitely agree with you, Brennan. After last night, not much was required for it to be much better, to be completely honest. So 1-1 to Jackson. Top of the 8th inning. Shaw sets the 1-1. High for ball 2. Some action in the Seagull bullpen. We'll see how long the leash is for Shaw. Shaw comes to his stance, kicks and deals. That's right down the middle for strike 2. Counts now 2-2.
Jackson's going to have to swing the bat.
Legends have that 6-3 lead, top of the 8th. 2-2 count for Ethan Jackson. Shaw sets, wheels and deals. Swing and a miss. Lucas Shaw retires Ethan Jackson for the first out of this top of the 8th.
Third strikeout for Shaw. And only an inning and a third.
Now batting number 34, Mason Griffin.
So back to the top of the order for the Legends. Mason Griffin, he has that double today. Drove in a couple runs.
That was the big swing in this game. Turned a 1-run deficit into a 1-run lead for the Legends.
The pitch, hard hit ball into shallow left field, and that'll get down for a single.
Now batting number 39, Ryder Kelly.
So 1 on, 1 out. Kelly to the plate.
Kelly, 2 singles and a steal today.
The pitch, well outside. Nice play by Marcus Graham behind home plate to keep that in front of him and make the catch and to prevent Mason Griffin from taking off to second. The 1-0. That's thrown in the dirt and blocked once again by Marcus Graham. 2-0 count.
Shaw's got to find his way back in the strike zone. Got to keep it at a 3-run deficit.
It was in yesterday's 8th inning that the Seagulls got back in a 6-run deficit. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. They had that 6-run bottom of the 8th inning to tie the game at 10. They're only down 3 as of now here in the top of the 8th. Shaw looks off the pitch, fouled back for strike 2.
Well, he gave up the hit to Griffin, but Shaw, for the most part, has looked a lot better in the 8th than the 7th.
Big lead from Griffin at first. Shaw takes a peek at him, stares back into Graham. Nods at the sign, comes to his set. The pitch. Sent back up the middle. Feliciano will have a play. He'll tap on second. And it dropped the ball, but he was called out first. He dropped the ball on the exchange after he stepped on second base. Mason Griffin will be out on second. And no double play will be turned, but the Seagulls will get their second out at the top of the 8th.
The Legends dugout is yapping up a storm. They couldn't believe that Griffin was called out, and he's still standing there hoping this will get overturned, but I don't imagine it will. Now he walks back towards the dugout.
To me, that looked like Feliciano had it, stepped on the bag, just lost it on the exchange when he went to try to turn the double play at first. Sometimes that happens, but I don't think he just dropped the ball while stepping on a bag. The umpires will discuss it.
Third umpire conversation of the day.
I'd once again be shocked if there's anything they saw that would change this call. It looked pretty clear to me. I don't know about you, Brennan.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Feliciano had control of the baseball when he stepped on the bag. It's just something happened afterwards.
Which happens. Plenty of times infielders drop balls on the exchange. That's what tends to happen, not when they're just stepping on a base. They usually don't just randomly drop the ball.
Yeah, the call is still out. The Legends can't believe it, but that is the correct call.
Yeah, I 100% with you. And so 2 outs, runner on first, and Ryder Kelly.
Now batting number 7, Casey Levitt McGee.
And Levitt McGee will come to the plate. Shaw takes a look at Kelly, looks back into Graham. The pitch, that's in there for strike 1.
Levitt McGee came in as a pinch hitter for Duran, part of those late game substitutions the Legends love to do.
The 0-1 is in the dirt. It's going to get by Graham, and Kelly's going to make his way to second base.
That's the first ball that's really gotten away from Graham today. Puts the runner in scoring position, albeit with 2 outs.
He's done an excellent job today, nonetheless, at stopping balls from getting by him. He's blocked countless today. That was really the first one, as you said, that got by him. So 1-1 with 2 outs. Kelly on second for Casey Levitt McGee. Righty on lefty. The pitch is high, and Kelly takes off for third, is in there safely. No throw from Graham.
That's the second time Graham has kind of had a delayed reaction to a runner heading for third. Brewer wasn't really covering, so I'm not sure if a throw could have been successfully made, but now a single definitely scores a run.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Legends on top, 6-3, top of the 8th. The pitch from Shaw is really high, gets past Graham, but bounces back, fortunately, to him off the backstop, so Kelly can't make his way to home, but the count is now 3-1.
And how many times has the lack of room behind the plate played a factor in this game? Once again, a runner at third decides to hold when a ball gets by the catcher.
Very fortunate for the Seagulls. That pitch was well high. 3-1 count to Levitt McGee. The pitch is high for ball 4. And Casey Levitt McGee takes first base with a walk. Still 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Isaac Fendel with 2 outs. And Graham will come talk to his pitcher. Or he'll just talk to the whole infield. Never mind.
Those were probably signs about what to do if the runner from first, Levitt McGee, decides to take off. Will they throw it down or will they not? Of course, we don't know what he meant.
With 2 outs, it's a play at first, most likely. Shaw sets the pitch. That's in there for strike 1. A nice breaking ball from Lucas Shaw.
Right down the middle. Fendel might have been taken all the way after the walk.
The 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Isaac Fendel.
Shaw has been pitching in traffic pretty much his whole outing, but a chance to get through 2 innings, having only given up 1.
Runners in the corners, 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes. 6-3 Menlo Park lead, top of the 8th. Lucas Shaw stares in, and Casey Levette McGee will be stuck in a pickle behind. Play at the plate, and he's safe. I don't know what just happened there, Brennan. So Casey Levette McGee started to steal, got caught in a pickle between Ramirez and Lamoth, but then Kelly took off from third to home. So Ramirez threw home, play at the plate. Kelly got in time, safe. Creases the Menlo Park lead 7-3, and now Casey Levette McGee's on second. And
Yeah, Kelly is just so fast. I feel like pretty much anyone else on the Legends would have been thrown out at home there. It was the very definition of a bang-bang play.
all that happened with no pitch thrown, by the way.
Yeah, Legends steal a run.
So the 0-2 still is inside for ball 1. That was a very funky play. It almost looked like the Seagulls didn't really know what to do because they really did just catch Levette McGee almost walking to second. It was a weird steal attempt.
He was trapped, and Kelly just bailed them out by breaking for the plate, and it just barely worked out.
The 1-2 is very high and gets past Graham, and Levette McGee will make his way to third. Some trouble on the base path this inning for the Seagulls. Legends base runners have done a great job taking it to their advantage. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shaw sets. The pitch is high for ball 3. Counts now full.
55 pitches now for Shaw, matching his jersey number on 1 day's rest. Sorry, make that 57 pitches.
The 3-2 fouled back, and we'll do the 3-2 over again. Levette McGee on third. Still Fendel at the plate. A lot has happened in this at-bat with 2 outs. 7-3 Menlo Park on top of the 8th. Shaw sets. The pitch is high and inside, and Fendel's on with a walk.
Coming up to the plate, the hot dog batter number 33, Carlos Cruz Mar.
And they'll come discuss this at the mound. Mark Caviglia is coming out to talk to his pitcher. And we'll get a pitching change here when we come back. to Kai Hanasaki into the ball game for San Francisco. And going back to that play that happened not too long ago where Ryder Kelly came in to score, your Alan Ramirez, you could have just tagged Casey Levette-McGee because it was 2 outs, and that would have been the inning. He elected to throw home, even though they had Levette-McGee in a pickle, which allowed Kelly to score and get in safe. Questionable decision from the Seagull defense, and they're down 7-3 in this top of the 8th. And it'll be Carlos Cruz-Mar with 2 outs and runners at the corners. Hanasaki this year in 7 2/3 innings, a 9.39 ERA.
Ready, Seagulls?
Native of Tokyo, Japan. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Cruz-Mar up to the plate. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Righty on righty. A beautiful evening here in San Bruno, but not a great inning for the Seagulls. Throws to first. Fendel got back in time. Slid through the legs of Lamoth. Kind of an awkward looking play. Lamoth's laughing about it. The 0-1 sent back up the middle into center field, and Levette-McGee will come in to score easily. And an RBI single for Carlos Cruz-Mar. 8-3 lead for the Legends, top of the 8th. A 5-run lead. However, last night, the Legends had a 6-run lead going into the bottom of the 8th, and the Seagulls came back and tied it. So this game is far from over.
Definitely some reason for the Seagulls to be optimistic, but Hanasaki's got to hold it here.
Some trouble on the base pass this inning. Runners on second and first. The pitch is well outside. Nice snag by Marcus Graham.
This is Nate Bateman, who is batting for the second time. Walked last inning.
The 1-0 is behind Bateman, and both runners will advance as that ball made its way to the backstop. So 2 in scoring position now with 2 outs. This inning has gone south quickly for San Francisco.
2 runs in for the Legends. 2 more potentially on base.
The 2-0 pitch. That's in there for strike 1.
Perfect pitch from Hanasaki, right on the black.
Hanasaki sets, kicks, and deals. Sent up the middle to Feliciano. Fields it at short. Throws to Lamoth at first for the final out of this top of the 8th. The Seagulls are down 8-3 going into the bottom of the 8th. And we'll be back after the break.
Seagulls fans, a winning team needs a great field, and your home deserves a great yard. That's where GL Scapes comes in. Whether you're looking to transform your backyard, refresh your landscape, install new irrigation, or keep your property looking championship ready, GL Scapes has the experience and attention to detail to get the job done right. From beautiful lawns and gardens to custom outdoor living spaces, GL Scapes helps homeowners create outdoor environments they'll love for years to come. So while the Seagulls are taking care of the yard tonight, let GL Scapes take care of yours. Professional, reliable, beautiful results. Visit www.glscapes.com to learn more and schedule your next project.
So it'll still be Patrick Richardson on the mound for Menlo Park. Bottom of the 8th inning. We had some bottom of the 8th inning magic last night. Seagulls scored 6 runs to tie the game at 10. And Marcus Graham will lead things off. Graham today has a single, and last time up was hit by a pitch. Richardson sets, kicks, and deals. That one's outside for ball 1.
Well, we'll take this time to look around the CCL. The Arroyo Seco Saints have beaten the Conejo Oaks in a nail-biter 5-4. That one down in Ventura.
The 1-0 pitch is low in the dirt for ball 2.
The Foresters have beaten the Blues in a North v South matchup 10-2. Those are two of the heavyweights of the CCL. Foresters won by a lot.
The best team in the North versus the best team in the South by the standings. The 2-0 is high for ball 3. 3-0 now to Marcus Graham.
And the Philippines baseball group has fallen to 0-16 after a 7-2 loss in Sonoma.
The 3-0 pitch to Graham. That's in there for strike 1.
We've got one more game still in action. The Orange County Riptide leading the Academy Barons 8-3.
Feliciano on deck. Gurman in the hole. No outs. Bottom of the 8th. 8-3 Menlo lead. The pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Counts now full.
Ooh, Trackman disagrees. That was off the outside, albeit by maybe an inch or two, but it's the difference between Graham being at first and still being in the box.
The payoff pitch sent foul down the left field line.
It's a situation where the call of the last pitch may have encouraged Graham to swing at that one. That one also just barely off the plate.
So Nate Bateman in left field just fielded that foul ball down the line, tried to throw it in, and threw it off the light pole, and it ricocheted into left field. Everyone's laughing at him. That was a pretty embarrassing play.
Not one of the highlights of Nate Bateman's baseball career.
The 3-2 pitch is inside for ball 4, and Marcus Graham's on with a leadoff walk.
Great at bat.
Now batting number 7, Emilio Feliciano.
Feliciano up to bat. Singled his last time up. Only a big inning from the Seagulls here. First pitch is fouled back.
Feliciano, a nice day today after getting 2 hits yesterday. A walk and a single.
He started to turn it up late, Brennan. He's been much better in the field and in the batter's box in the last couple weeks.
And perhaps there's maybe a little extra something for him facing his former team. Feliciano was a legend last summer.
Richardson throws to first to try to pick off Graham, but not in time. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss from Feliciano, now behind 0-2.
Would love to have 2 men on base with Graham on deck. Or sorry, make that Gurman. Graham's on first. Who's on first?
back to the top of the order after this at bat. The 0-2 is well inside for ball 1. And this top of the order, always lethal for San Francisco. And they'll need to be down 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Graham, big lead on first. The 1-2 pitch sent up the middle, fielded by Fendel at short, throws to second, and they turn the double play. A nice 6-4-3 double play from the Legends. And so now it's 2 outs for Davis Gurman instead of just an opportunity with 2 on and no outs.
Well, that hurts. Seagulls are going to have to put up a 2-out rally if they want to match their heroics from last night.
Gurman walked his last time up. Does have a single today. Richardson sets the pitch. Swing and a miss by Gurman for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss again from Gurman for strike 2. 2 attacking pitches right down the middle for Gurman, but no contact made on either of them. The 0-2 pitch, that's low for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, that one almost hits Gurman, and so now the count's all squared at 2 apiece.
We've seen quite a few hit batsmen on both teams today. Gurman just barely able to get out of the way of that one.
The 2-2. That one's down the middle for strike 3. Gurman didn't like that call. That looked pretty inside to me. I shouldn't have said down the middle. And so we'll go to the top of the 9th. Mark Cavilla is going to argue this one. And the Legends on top 8-3.
Are aches, pains, or everyday stress keeping you from living life to the fullest? At Aranabar Chiropractic, gentle and effective chiropractic care isn't just treatment, it's a tradition. Dr. Jorge Aranabar and his team utilize individualized therapies and proven chiropractic techniques designed to help you find lasting pain relief, recover from injury, and achieve total body wellness. Whether you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sports injuries, or simply looking to improve your quality of life, Aranabar Chiropractic is committed to helping you feel better when you leave than when you arrived. There are many roads to wellness. Let us help you find the one that fits your lifestyle. Visit www.aranabarchiro.com. That's ARANIBARCHIRO.com. Aranabar Chiropractic. Your path to better health starts here.
So to the top of the 9th we go. Kai Hanasaki still on the mound for San Francisco. He'll see Michael Aikawa first. Aikawa struck out his last time up. The Legends have an 8-3 lead. No wind this late in the ball game, Brennan. Pretty rare for San Bruno.
Yeah, it's surprising. We had that beautiful sunset and now no wind.
The pitch sent back up the middle hard. Gurman's going to have a play on it, and a nice play in center field by Davis Gurman. He caught that while taking a seat. It was kind of awkward. I don't know if he slipped, but a nice play in center field by Davis Gurman on a line drive.
Well, he talked to me about the difficulties of playing center field at a ballpark like this with lower lights. Light towers are tall in a vacuum, but not as tall as other light towers, so that can play a factor when you're right in the middle of all of them, but Gurman's so good, able to squeeze that one.
The pitch is well inside on Ovalle for ball one. The 1-0 is outside for ball two. Hanasaki sets, kicks, and deals. And that one's outside for ball three. 3-0 now to Ovalle. One out, top of the ninth, 8-3 Menlo Park on top. Hanasaki sets, kicks, and deals. That one's outside for ball four, a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting number 14, Ethan Jackson.
Ethan Jackson to the plate, has a 2-run homer in this ball game. Struck out his last time up. Hanasaki wheels and deals, and well outside. Nice athletic play from Marcus Graham to snag that one and make sure Ovalle didn't advance to second.
That walk by Ovalle was, by my count, the 9th surrendered by a Seagulls pitcher today.
Hanasaki sets and deals, and that's back foul for strike one. 1-1 count. And yeah, the Seagulls, they have the most walks pitching in the entire CCL, 147 entering today. So that's 156, do the math, on the season. That's a lot. It's something they've struggled with all year. And in some games it's been better than others, but today it's been an issue. The 1-1, that's sent hard into shallow center field. Gurman's going to field it and hold Ovalle at second. Ethan Jackson singles with one out.
Yeah, the walks have been better as of late in the month of July, but they've been haunting the Seagulls tonight. Now the Legends are in danger of running away with this one.
Back to the top of the order, Mason Griffin singled his last time up. Does have that RBI double today. One of the biggest swings of the ball game. 2 on, 1 out. No activity in the Seagull bullpen. It seems like they're going to ride out Hanasaki. Hanasaki sets, stares into Graham, kicks and deals. Grounding ball to Ramirez at second. Bounces off the glove and into right field. In comes Ovalle to score. And an error allows Mason Griffin to reach first safely. And the Legends increase that lead to 6.
Now batting number 39,
Ramirez had to go quite a long way. It took a tough hop, but I'm sure he wishes and thinks he coulda, woulda, shoulda made that play. I don't think it would have been able to become a double play, but definitely stings.
Definitely would have held the run and at least got the out at first. So 2 on, 1 out. Ryder Kelly at the plate. The pitch is inside for ball one.
Big day for Kelly, especially on the base paths.
2 singles today for him. A pick play at second place, and Ovalle's caught out. Excuse me. Ethan Jackson is caught out at second. He was going to seal, but then Hanasaki caught him, turned around, threw to Ramirez at second, and Jackson had no chance to get back in time. So the second out of this top of the ninth.
Great awareness from Hanasaki, and Jackson went in standing. He didn't even slide. He couldn't believe he was called out. I really don't think it was, hard to tell from here, but it certainly wasn't a bad call.
The 1-0 is called ball 2. And yeah, it seemed like the Seagulls had that one all covered. Hanasaki caught Jackson in the stealing scenario and just easily threw that back to Ramirez. The 2-0 pitch bounces past Graham, and so Mason Griffin will easily make his way to second base, and it's a 3-0 count to Ryder Kelly. Just heard green light from the Legends dugout, so we'll see if we get a big swing from Kelly with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. That's outside for ball 4, well outside. And Ryder Kelly's on with a walk. Home plate umpire just yelled at the Legends dugout. This is a theme we've seen all series long, Brennan. A lot of chatter from that dugout and is quite frankly driven the umpires crazy. And this is a different umpiring crew than the other 2 games in the series.
Yeah, even with a 6-run lead in the 9th, the Legends still are right on these umpires about any call they disagree with.
Even though that was a call to their benefit. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Griffin on second, Kelly on first. 2 outs, top of the 9th, 9-3, Legends on top. The pitch, that's sent high into center field. Gurman moving in fast and makes the play. So we move to the bottom of the 9th. Seagulls will have to come back a 6-run deficit, and it will be Jake Brewer leading things off when we return. So bottom of the 9th, we'll see if we'll get some bottom of the 9th magic from the Seagulls. And I wouldn't put it past them. We've seen a lot of magic in this series between these 2 teams. And Bryce Brooks will pinch hit for Jacob Brewer to lead things off against Richardson on the mound.
Yeah, Seagulls came back from down 6 in the 8th to tie it yesterday. Couldn't finish off the win. They're now down 6 in the 9th. We know they're definitely capable.
The pitch, swing and a miss from Brooks for strike 1.
Bryce Brooks pinch hitting on the season. He's 3 for 18, but when he gets on base, he can run wild.
The 0-1 is in the dirt for ball 1. And yeah, you mentioned that. We've harped this all season long, but Bryce Brooks, a very tactical base runner. Mark Cavilia's told us that he's probably the fastest guy on the team. The 1-1 is inside. Appeal to the first base umpire. He did not go. 2-1 the count. I didn't think that was close. Surprised there was an appeal.
I definitely did not swing.
Richardson sets the pitch. Called high, ball 3. 3-1 now to Bryce Brooks. The 3-1 pitch. That's low for ball 4. Brooks seemed to be confused. I think Brooks may have thought it was a strike, but no, that was low for a ball and a leadoff walk for Bryce Brooks.
It all started with a leadoff walk.
Kate Heflin digs in. No outs, bottom of the 9th. Runner on first. 6-run deficit. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Heflin. He was trying to send that one over the right field fence, but no contact made.
He's taken some mighty hacks in this game. If he connects, it'll go a long, long way.
The 0-1 is high for ball 1.
Heflin came in as a defensive replacement for Tanner Wall. earlier. He's taken 2 at-bats and grounded out both times.
The 1-1, big swing and a miss from Heflin, another home run swing. And so counts now 1-2. Still no outs. Lamoth on deck. Brooks on first. 9-3 Legends lead. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss from Cade Heflin, and he's retired by way of the K for the first out at this bottom of the 9th.
Now batting number 40, Christian Lamont.
Lamoth has been hit by pitch his last 2 times to the plate. The time before that, he singled. They'll need some action from their best hitter right here. The pitch, bouncing ball, caught, throws to second, and no double play at first. Kelly tried to turn 2, and ultimately Fendel got the out at second. The throw to first was bobbled, though, by Okawa, and so it's 2 outs, and Lamoth on first, and Ethan Lopez will come in to pinch hit for Brandon Swanson.
Ethan Lopez.
The pitch, swing and a miss from Lopez.
Lopez started at catcher yesterday, now hitting for the DH Swanson.
The 0-1 sent high into left center field. Ranging on it, it's over the fence, I think. Oh no, it's bounced at the fence. Lamoth held at third, and Lopez is in standing in second. A big double from Ethan Lopez. It's hard to see with that mesh fence out there. It appeared to land over the fence, but in fact it landed into the fence, short of a home run by maybe just feet. And so the Seagulls will have 2 on with 2 outs for Alan Ramirez. Still down 6.
That ball traveled 358 feet off the bat of Ethan Lopez. He's got some pop. It's probably gone at a lot of other CCL ballparks.
The center field out there is so deep. The pitch is inside and high to Alan Ramirez for ball 1.
Ramirez a chance to add a couple RBIs to his line and extend this game.
Richardson sets, kicks and deals. That's called strike 1.
Ramirez 0 for 4 today.
Gilbreth on deck. Lamoth on third. The pitch. That one's sent high and deep to left field. Griffin ranging on it. It's over his head and into the fence. In comes Lamoth to score and Lopez. Ramirez rounding third. There's going to be a play at third, but he's in there safe. A 2 RBI triple for Alan Ramirez, and this lead has been cut to 4.
Well, he does indeed pick up a couple of RBIs and extend this game. Back-to-back long drives to left center field from the Seagulls. The power showing up in the 9th.
Mason Griffin made a diving effort in center field, but it just got over his head. Bounced into the fence, a very similar spot to where Ethan Lopez's ball ended up. And Lamoth and Lopez were able to score easily, and then Ramirez got all the way to third. The pitch is high for ball 1 to Jacob Gilbreth.
That ball was 356 off Alan Ramirez's bat. The distance 2 feet shorter than Lopez.
2 big hits from the Seagulls with 2 outs. The pitch is high for ball 2. We'll see if we'll get a 2-out rally from San Francisco in this bottom of the 9th. Still need 4 more runs to tie it, but I wouldn't put it past this team and this series. Richardson sets, wheels and deals. Swing and a miss from Gilbreth for strike 1.
We've learned to expect the unexpected when these two teams match up.
Ramirez on third, 2 outs. Richardson sets the 2-1. That's lifted in a shallow right field. Kelly's got a read on it and will make the play to end the ball game. Legends get the win 9-5. And that's your final score, Brennan.
Yeah, a little less exciting than the first 2 games in this series. The Legends do, in fact, take the series 2-1. They're now 5-3 against the Seagulls this year. And Drew, what do you think was the biggest factor in the Seagulls' loss today?
I think it has to be defense when it came to the Legends' base running ability. And I know that's a very specific thing to point out, but way too often this game, the theme was Legends base runners were able to advance on non-balls in play. Sometimes pitches weren't even thrown, and it was either stolen bases or defensive mistakes that allowed them to do that. And this game could have been a lot tighter and maybe even a Seagulls victory if that didn't happen. It's one thing that I know the Seagulls will want to clean up, and they've done a good job as of late of doing that, but they'll want to clean that up for their next game.
Next game is in Sonoma, and yeah, I think the walks induced by the pitching staff played a big factor today. Cameron Boyd started this game. He pitched really well through 3 innings, his longest outing of the season. He was followed by Branson Darrington, then Ferreira, Shaw, and Hanasaki. So 5 Seagulls pitchers throw today. They combined to give up 9 runs, and the Seagulls offense, which had been really spectacular in this series, couldn't muster up enough today.
So, as you mentioned, Legends get the series win 2-1 on the series total, and a 5-3 season series lead for them. And the Seagulls, you talk about those walks. I mentioned this earlier. They lead the CCL in walks allowed, 147 coming into today, but add on all the walks today, and we're looking in the mid-50s. It's not the number you'd ideally want. Still, though, a great series from San Francisco offensively. A lot to like from the bats. Big runs scored in all but this game, but even 5 is a number that you're not mad about.
And the Seagulls can take some positives, mainly offensively, into Sonoma tomorrow, but I'm sure they would have loved to have gotten a series win in this one against the Legends, who improved to 10-16. The Seagulls fall to 5-24 on the season. 2 teams trying to make a last-ditch run in the CCL North.
Well, that'll be all from Tom Lara Field at San Bruno Park. Thank you for tuning in. For Brennan, Dumesnil-Vickers, I'm Drew Midle, and we'll catch you next time.